Yellow crypto world. It's your boy Muddy Mo, aka Mr. Bean, coming at y'all again with another DeFi crypto show. It's been so long. Y'all know I've been working. Hey man, snack. It's not snack. It's not smack that up. What is it? What was it? Clap that up. It was clap that. I stacked it up. It was clap that up. Now I stacked that up. Ooh. What's going on? What's going on? Listen, man, I'm just talking into the atmosphere. I don't know what's going on. We talking about stack cash now, and things and got switched up and things. You know what I'm saying? The algorithm just don't like me. Some of y'all don't like me either. That's okay. That's okay. It's all positive and good vibes. We got a lot to talk about today. I got to catch y'all up on the DeFi space, man. At least from my perspective. Everybody got their own thoughts and gripes and whatever whatever it may be. But looking at it for the long term, like none of that stuff matters. You know what I'm saying? Like, people just be mad at people. If I put my money in a vending machine, I lost my dollar off that vending machine. Like, I'm not mad at all vending machines. And it just seems like, people just find reasons to be upset now. But that's okay. Like, you kind of got to live with that kind of stuff and kind of rock through it. So it is what it is. I don't know if my notifications went out. I don't know. Maybe I'm just talking to the good folks over at the money. It's all good. Shout out to the good folks over at the Medical Mood. Also, shout out to Stagnation today. Y'all know man, I got so much to unpack with y'all today. I've been missing y'all, man. Listen, I don't care, bro. I miss doing this. This is what I do, So I miss talking to y'all. But does the CBDC make pro-crypto Americans Republicans? Oh, we're going to talk about old Teddy Cruz. Teddy Cruz trying to stay in office. So we're going to talk about, the CBDC, basically the regulated dollar, that the U.S. can put on its citizens and what that means for us. If old Teddy, man, like a lot of people, if you on the blue side, if you're on the red side, it's all like the world is political. What Jay-Z said, politics is usual. It's all politics, right? But I'm pro crypto, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not pro none of that. I'm not pro blue, pro red, pro green, pro yellow, bro. None of that. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about none of the spectrums. You know what I'm saying? What's the color crypto? I'm that. So it goes to say a lot about where crypto is and where we are as just a people. Like, everything is political. So now, as a crypto veteran, as a crypto enthusiast, as a part of a crypto team, right? That's bringing software to the world. Like, what does that mean for me? How does that make y'all feel? You know what I'm saying? Like, what does that mean? Like, am I just got to be a Republican? And then not just that, sometimes, you have to really just kind of roll with the punches. It's like, and that's the one we could talk politics. We're gonna talk politics today. I'm just talking to the space. So shout out to y'all in the YouTube world. You know what I'm saying? But um we all have to make a choice at some point, and sometimes it's based off one or two factors, right? People vote for presidents and local legislators. They don't have no clue what they stand for. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, something that the blockchain can fix, right? Voting is the easiest way to really make sure voting is fair. Like, it's the easiest, simplest way. But people go to, just say you go, I'm not talking about the presidential vote. That's what, every 4 years. I'm talking about y'all local legislative votes. Some of y'all don't be voting. Ooh, the ones that be local, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm talking about. They don't put your sign in my yard. They be putting their signs in people's yards and all that stuff. But the blockchain can really help that, like, easily. Like, it really makes that very transparent. Ain't no people that's faking. Like, some people have problems. Oh, I've been there. How you vote? You've been there for 25 years. Hey, my vote counts. You know what I'm saying? People just ignorant, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then, the young demographic, they just don't believe in voting like that. And that's with any civilization. The younger demographic is gonna always be fight the power kind of stuff. At this point, I'm getting older. Buddy, getting older. So at some point you got to turn it around and, try to make a change. Now, these boomers are a headache and a half. Gen X too. The world hasn't progressed under them. Ooh, let's talk about it. How have we progressed in the last 30 or so years, 40 years? We haven't. I think it was who was before that? The Golden Age. The Golden Age, was very religious people. Shout out to y'all. Also, this is the DeFi Crypto Show with Muddy Mo. Hit that like. Come in, act right, and hit that like. Ooh, come in, acting right, and hit that like. But if you go back and you think about the older generations and how things were ran, those are the glory days for a lot of people back then. Like, families thrived, people could get homes, you know, it was like the world was made to be like that. Like nobody in the world has to be hungry right now. Somebody is underfed. Not meaning, they can't eat it all, but they probably got like $50 for the month for food, literally. You know what I'm saying? They have to make that work. And the world that we live in, people going hard, working every day, doing all these things, they should be rewarded in some way. I was reading some kind of, I don't know if it was a book or watching a video or something, where they were talking about aliens. I know I'm into aliens and that weird stuff. I like that kind of stuff. But they were saying that it was one alien civilization that looked on us like, why are we so primitive? Like we fight over the basics, like just the stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like just the dumb stuff that doesn't advance us, right? Like I don't know how anybody could, want children to make adult decisions. Personally, that's me. I don't know how, a lot of things in this world it just doesn't make sense. Like, skin pigmentation means something to people, and how you were raised means like it's just stuff that doesn't mean much. But getting back to the politics of this, like voting and all that stuff can be simpler. Like all this world that we live in can be simpler. But does crypto, like innovation that we've seen in our lifespan, right? All of us, if you listening to this, you were, crypto ain't been in DeFi, especially ain't been in for a couple of years. So also, man, y'all can talk to me in the chat. People be acting scared. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I don't know, bro. I told y'all they playing my algorithm. Y'all gotta hit likes, bro. Y'all gotta hit likes, bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to talk, y'all want to get it off your chest. Y'all know the DeFi Crypto Show is the spot. You gotta hit the like and all that, get comment and all that good stuff. But getting back to it though, but the world, I'm a crypto dude, so I'm thinking crypto all the time. But the world on a political standpoint, it just doesn't make sense, right? Finances don't make sense. Education doesn't make sense. Underemployment and a lot of this stuff just doesn't make common sense. So that's why listen, the boomers and the Gen Xers got to get it together, especially the Gen Xers. Some of them can be saved, but it's hard. You know what I'm saying? Like not it don't feel like a lot of them, just because it they really caught up in older ways, and that translates. Like they are the parents of this world now. They're starting to become the grandparents. So it's a different level that they have to push to, and they have to be willing to be a little bit more flexible. Everybody liked the good old days, right? But everybody don't understand the good old days was, there was different types of people. You know what I mean? Like the religion ran the world. Not only just that, it was just, people felt a part of something. And now, right now, people don't feel a part of anything. That's why we see what we seeing. We're gonna talk Pulsechain and Hex too. I ain't forgot. We going there today. We're gonna talk Pulsechain and Hex too. But even going back, to Pulsechain and Hex, it's all cultish. Like people just kind of really just want to be a part of something, right? It don't matter. Like they don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't care nothing about that. Like, a lot of people don't mind being gypped. They really don't. And even if it ain't even gypped, a lot of people don't care as long as they making theirs, right? There's been a lot of movies on the TVs and series and all this stuff about the end of days and what was it with the little dude, the dude that was shooting the arrow. What's the name of that? Oh, The Walking Dead. It got like 35 seasons of it, right? Some people are just stuck on that kind of world. You know what I mean? And even if we do get there one day in our lifetime, right now we got a lot that we got to think of first. So, bringing it back to the main subject, right? Does the CBDC, I can't say that right. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Does it make pro crypto Americans Republicans? Like, do we have a choice? Now Ted Cruz is up here fighting, and shout out to Ted Cruz for that. Now, I don't know if this is a ploy. And I heard it's another side of the token. Everybody like, no. Teddy Cruz is not the one we want speaking for us. And I get that. But my thing is I don't agree with red or blue ideals entirely. I'm very liberal on certain ideas. This is me personally, Muddy Mo. I'm very liberal on certain ideas, and I'm very conservative like finances. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think no. You know what I'm saying? So it's just how can I ever choose a side? But if you're telling me crypto is not going to be private anymore, right? The government is going to control your crypto. We're gonna look at some things to get deeper into that, but the government is gonna control your crypto and control everything. They do that right now. They're not just crypto, they control everything. Like the world is not better with that. Like it doesn't matter, and it ain't no anti-government stuff. Like good governments do good things for its people and it thrives, right? Just like anything, a good tree is gonna reap good fruit. You're gonna do better if the government is a better group of people. Right now, it's just really kind of hard to see that the government is really on our side with crypto, and that just sucks. They just owe people. Yeah, well, listen, we're gonna go through the bill. We gonna go through it. Y'all know I ain't gonna. We not gonna pity pat. We gonna get on into it. But y'all need to see the ignorance. You know what I'm saying? The extreme. They like it's ignorant bliss. Like, oh my God, the interest rates just got raised again. Oh, Jerome Rome, right? The bliss of people in their ignorance is just terrible, right? The world can't get better like that. And that's why some of the projects, even in the DeFi and the crypto space, is just like why is this so overly promoted? You know what I'm saying? Like for what? Like I don't quite understand it. Just it's like the older generations just want to be right, and it doesn't even matter if you're right or wrong. It's what's the outcome. Ooh, snap that up, snap it up. Muddy getting deep today. It's about the outcomes, So all this CBDC stuff, it could really ruin everything we got. They're trying to control Bitcoin, control this, control that. You got people like Ecuador that made Bitcoin. It's a worldwide thing, man. Now, it's always you gotta, your eyes over here, your hands over here. They always trying to trick you. Now, y'all gotta understand, Muddy trying to kind of stay a little hip about what's going on in the world, right? China and Russia is on a tear to rip apart the US dollar. I don't think Russia even accepts it anymore. This is serious. And they're getting Saudi Arabia on their side. That's not good. Like, that's not good. That's not good. Iran is also going on that side. That's not good. Like all these things moving together. So don't be fooled. The government officials you have now, they are essentially all of them are career politicians. So they do this for a living. That means that they don't live real lives. They don't know what it's like to work a job like you and I, right? They don't know what it's like to need your crypto. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't understand that, right? They only understand. And then I've seen some stats. A lot of them in debt, right? A lot of them got bad credit. Like, wait a minute. So you're gonna fight innovation of crypto, and you living bad too? Oh. I thought all y'all was rich. You know what I'm saying? Like, wait a minute, bro. Like, wait a minute. How can you fight innovation when things are not right? I don't get that, So we're gonna talk about it, but it's nothing wrong with being a Republican, nothing wrong with being a Democrat. It's just something wrong when you can't accept new ideas. It don't matter who you are. You know what I'm saying? Red or blue, green. I used to be Green Party. Y'all know about the Green Party? See, I like the environment, bro. I guess I'm a weirdo, you know what I'm saying? But I like stuff like the environment. Yeah, the border is important, you know. Some things I'm, what I'm saying, against on the Republican side. And even on the Democrat side, like, I don't like this with kids. I don't play around with kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that. I don't like none of this. I don't care what you represent yourself as. I don't care about none of that. A dog is a dog, a cat is a we gonna keep moving. What up, Vin? Look at Vin pulling up, man. Shout out to you, Vin. Listen, I ain't messing with my algorithm, bro. Y'all gotta hit them likes, bro, man. Shout out to you. Man, we've been working hard on this stack. Some cash, we gonna stack. Some cash. We've been working hard, ain't we, Vin? We ain't listen. People gonna look back and see what we doing, Vin. We making history right now, bro. You one of the realest ones, bro. I appreciate you. Say, what's up, Mo? Just showing some love. I'm busy today, but I always got time to drop a like and hit a comment. Definitely a money, Mo. Let's go. He said, I will listen when I get back home. Stack that up. MCM. Then. Clap that up this time. Clap that up, Ben. Clap that up, Ben. That's what I'm talking about. Ben, you already know, man. Appreciate you pulling up, man. Give me a couple of minutes of your day. And I'm just taking a break. You know that, man. I got to get right back to work. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about Stack Cash. You know that. Ben said, I'm not very political, but I feel the need to have my voice heard. I step up. Yeah, whatever your thing is, Vin. Mine, I'm not political either, Vin. That's why this is tough for me. Because I'm like, I hate the fact that it's like a relationship. In some relationships, a woman, I ain't trying to point out no women, but just say a wife has a bad week or a bad month, you mess up. You know what I'm saying? Players mess up too. You know what I'm saying? You step out and you slid up in something you wasn't supposed to be in. You know what I'm saying? It happens from time to time. No, I'm just playing. It shouldn't happen though. But anyway, but people mess up, right? But it don't matter if y'all been together a year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. It's always we forget about all those good times just for this small little piece. You know what I'm saying? And that's how the political system, I feel, is doing us right now. It's like, bro, oh, you religious? Oh, you got to be this. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you for LGBT, you got to be this. You know what I'm saying? You hate crypto, you got to be this. Like, what? Like, wait a minute. Why? You know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't make logical sense. You know what I mean? Like, the electoral college just doesn't make sense. Now, we get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, certain things need to be controlled. Like, right now, they feel like crypto needs to be controlled. The problem is, let me go back to the root of the problem, because people won't, they diagnose the wrong problems. Oh, you ever seen somebody come into a car shop and you go in there and you need an oil change? You know what I'm saying? But they diagnosing the wrong problem. Hey, your carburetor kind of messing up and you need some power steering fluid. You want me to go, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, don't diagnose problems that don't exist. Let's diagnose the problems that exist. As a whole, blockchain technology and cryptocurrency will get the world ahead. And if you want to talk countrywide, whatever country you're from, politically, if you embrace crypto, if you embrace innovation, you're going to be pushed ahead. It just is what it is. It is what it is. When they was riding around on horses all day, fighting with swords, right? What changed the world? People got to remember this. Like, it's not about how the world has been. Think about that. Yeah, we'll still be out having fires outside, fighting to kill a little rabbit to eat. You see what I'm saying? We could still be living in that world. Why don't we? Because somebody at some point was willing to innovate. Right now, it's the exact opposite. It's like everybody's pushing against innovation, right? Oh, we don't want no new. No. And once you get that, it's not about a single thing. It's about the mindset that you created. Because right now, in my generation, my grandma and them, my mom and them, they always religious. You see what I'm saying? My generation is not like that. We got too much tech. You know what I'm saying? Like, we information technology, bro. We're not gonna just stay dumb. But these people are. Have you ever heard the people like, oh, I don't know how to use the internet. I don't know how to Google. Like, what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? But you can read and write. But you can sit down and watch your stories all day. That doesn't make sense. Let me bring it back. See, I told you I had a lot to talk about. Hit that like. Come on in, hit that like, man. It's the DeFi Crypto Show with Money Mo, episode 3. But the main thing, getting back to it, is the world could be easier with crypto, but they're fighting it. Now we got to choose a side, right? So one side going to be stronger than the other one, right? And then the next side not going to know what to do. And right now, the ones that's in power that's doing this, I got to be real, it's the Democrats, bro. What are y'all doing? Why are y'all fighting innovation? What do y'all even stand for now? Like, we still talk. Like, I guarantee you, this is what's gonna happen. Next presidential debate, it's gonna be some old stuff that we've been hearing the last 4 to 5 debates. Like, we don't have nothing going on right now. Like, interest rates ain't a problem right now. Like, that is a paramount issue. Inflation ain't like, all these things are problems, but you want to stop the only thing that we can possibly do to innovate. They already ruined the schools. Let's talk about it. We here to talk, bro. We talking real talk. Y'all want to talk crypto stuff? We talking crypto, bro. They ruined these schools, right? Now we got all these kids that graduate high school. And in my day, if you didn't go to college, you couldn't really be nothing with yourself, right? At least that's what we were taught. But these kids can now go and do tech immediately. They can do if y'all see most of these companies that's hiring, most of these companies don't care nothing about no college education. Why? Because the college prices are still going up, right? It's a lot of older generation people don't get that. Oh, y'all need to pay y'all loans. Bro, how you gonna bro? I can't even touch my principal for the next 15 years, like, at all. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no way to make this money, bro. No way. How does a system run when a complete generation is left out? Us as Gen X, I'm sorry, what am I? I'm Gen Y, I'm millennial. Us as millennials, we got left the heck out, bro. Our parents ain't leaving nothing for us, not even no good advice. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the word. Like, leave me good advice, bro. Not even good advice. Right now, if you go ask a Gen X, or I'm sorry, yeah, a Gen X or a boomer what they should do for money, they're gonna tell you go to a stock, go flip a house. What they go like, we know, bro. We know that don't work. You know what I'm saying? Like, that don't work, you know. And now with the interest rates being higher, it's gonna be economical redlining. Oh, I'm on fire. Economical redlining, bro. It's gonna be economical redlining. If you don't know what redlining is, Google that. You need to learn you something. Redlining is what happened to certain black communities in America. They basically kept them living in a certain they call it a red line area, whereas there's not much coming in. There's no healthy food, right? No job opportunities, no nothing, right? It's just they were made, and then not just that, the property values all low. And then what happens when property values go low? The crime goes up, and then here we go, right? So that's now they're doing it economically, right? It's not about things of the past no more. It's an economical thing. It's are you rich or you not? And now they're fighting to hold on to 99.5% of all the wealth. What? Now, this translating to DeFi as well, right? Hexagons and Pulsechain people, we're so happy about Tesnet V3 coming out. Cool. But does that, let's be real with you. If you want to take a look at Hex, we can take a look at it, right? That's just like people in the real world. They know that certain government agencies and stuff are just doing what they want to people. Y'all know that. You know what I'm saying? But everybody turn the blind eye because it ain't to you, right? And that's kind of how I think the Hexagons are approaching that too. They don't care nothing about it being a real, because I'm gonna be real with you. If you're a serious investor, you can't take Hex seriously. And that's the worst part, right? They're in a big bubble now, and their bubble is getting bigger. You got people right now have no benefit to talking about Hex or Pulsechain at all. They're not getting zero gain out of that. Only the only gain they can get, maybe some clout, you know what I'm saying? And maybe just kind of wave riding to be, in the in crowd, I guess. It's just weird, but that makes no sense because you won't say that about a stock that you did, right? You're not in, oh man, hey man, I bought me some Apple stock. I bought some Apple stock, bro, about 10 years ago. Hey, you gonna hop in with me? You gonna like, for what? Oh, just Steve Jobs, he left behind a good company, man. He got some good people over there. Y'all don't know who work at Apple, but in like Hex and all these different things, and I have to separate Hex from Pulsechain because I love Pulsechain. Pulsechain gonna change the world. I really believe that. That's why I sacrificed for freedom of speech and all that, and got blocked for my freedom of speech. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I'm just saying, bro. You scratch a lot, you find what it goes across the board. But coming back to Hex and all that, like, I don't get what's the gain even to promote it right now. It just doesn't make sense to me. And then the case is I'm gonna be real with you. The honest is you can be wronger than you can be right about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the fact. Like, you can literally be wronger about it than you are right about it. Like, oh well, Richard Hart is safe. He can be trusted and cool. And we're gonna talk about the FOMO and things. And y'all excited, that's cool. I'm just old bread, bro. I'm not excited to my bread back. I don't care nothing about that. I've already seen that in V2. But we're gonna talk about Pulsechain as well. But to me, when you get yourself in a position to say, I'm only gonna talk about this, I'm only gonna think about this, it puts you at a supreme disadvantage, right? Because people in Hex don't realize that you can't sell that. If there is a bank run, let's talk bank runs, right? We've just had this, and this is why he's in trouble with the laws, with, what I'm saying, with the alphabet people. It's the reason why Pulsechain is being pushed up. Fair ain't got hacked. You know what I'm saying? Like, Dub ain't got hacked. Why y'all now we so worried about this being hacked? He's not better than his development teams, right? That he purchased single-handedly is not better than them. Like, we got Arbitrum coming out, we got all these blockchains coming out, bro. That's just excuses. But it's good for them to be happy about something, because I'm gonna be real with you. If they ain't happy about something, they're gonna be mad about something, right? You can't ask them simple questions. They don't really care. It's become a true religion. It's a true cult. And it's just kind of sad. But what's funny is I'm a Hexagon, bro, and I'm more heavy on Pulsechain. Swear. You know what I'm saying? Like, swear, because I over sacrifice. I did. I believed in freedom of speech, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? But at the same time, I don't believe in people controlling what happens on my fate. And in hex, your fate is controlled. If you don't realize that, ask better questions, but your fate is controlled, whether you like it or not. Now, it's not about a track record, right? Cash has had a great track record. Bitcoin has had a great track record. ETH has had a great track record. But you got XRP army people, they still in the same place. And that's where you got to think. People are so excited about hex right now, right? Why are people holding hex? They holding hex for the airdrop, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's stop. Duh. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna get a copy of it on Pulsechain. And then what's gonna happen? This space don't change, right? Just because you get a lot of you just really do. You just got a lot of fanboydom, and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? That's what this space is kind of built on. No big deal. Even though you have a lot of that, you gotta look up and say, okay, who can talk against this? Can I raise my hand and ask a question? I say, hey, man, listen, how does this work? How does this oh, well, you should know it. Go look it up. And like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just a fan club. It's like a sports team or something. Cool, bro. I'm Team Hex. I probably, you know what I'm saying? I probably stake more than most of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna just be real. And then a lot of this, you got to understand something too. Maybe I'm in the DeFi space. Shout out to Stack Cash Stack Nation. I'm gonna check y'all out in the chat. Shout out to you, Vin. I see you. But maybe I'm in a secluded world where we just want to make money right now all the time, right? Maybe that's me, and I'm cool with that. If that's the case, you gotta understand something. If I'm standing here saying, like, wait a minute, bro, so he can control the sales of it, he can control the liquidity of it, he can buy it up. If y'all sell it, he buying it, and that's what's going on. And it's just like, people like, man, no, you don't, but it don't really matter. You know what I'm saying? So cool, I'm gonna make money with y'all. And then I know the truth, though. You know what I'm saying? I can't trust that as a long-term savior to anything, especially to promote that. If I do that, it's the same as these other projects. Richard Hart is no different. You know what I'm saying? Like, the excuses he was giving y'all in that, I'm like, what in the world? This dude, first off, he blocked. I sacrificed for free speech. He blocked me on there. He blocked my free speech. Whatever. But then on the last video, the things that he was saying that need to be fixed on Pulsechain, like, I'm like, bro, like, what? He like, oh yeah, well, we might have to, adapt this liquidity pool and add an extra 2%. Like, what? Like, no, like, wait a minute, bro. What are you like? People is assuming he's so smart, bro. I'm thinking to myself, like, wait a minute, hold on. Let me manifest, what I'm saying? Success and think about what he said, because I'm a fan of forward thinking, but at the same time, I'm sitting back like, wait a minute, bro, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, that shouldn't stop a blockchain. So I'm like, okay, either he's a perfectionist and things have to be a certain way. Now, some people are like that. So it just is what it is, right? Or he's just really good at getting people to believe in him, right? People drank the Kool-Aid for years, bro. It's in our DNA as people to be followers to a certain degree, right? But at the same time, it's following when you know better. You know what I'm saying? Like, you knew better, you do better. You know what I mean? Sometimes I got whoopers as a kid because I knew better. You know, it wasn't about what actually happened. I just knew better, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why you do that? Like, man, I don't even know. You know better. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if it don't matter when you know better, that's when it gets dangerous down the road, right? That's how you create criminals. That's how you create people who don't care about why we really came here, right? Richard Hart brought Ricky brought us in with the assumption of fairness, the assumption of owning your own keys. I remember, listen, I got like the back of my hand, I got notes, I got all the notes. I know I've heard everything. I was impressed too. But the freedom of speech, now I personally seen that. I probably haven't seen that. But if you tell me Pulsechain is about freedom of speech and you block me and I'm a Pulsechain sacrificer and I didn't curse at nobody, I ain't offend nobody, or, you know what I'm saying? So you seek me out to stop my freedom of speech, that means that something about what's going on does not add up. And then once I start looking, I'm like, oh, okay, I see. You can't sell Hex. Oh, I can sell my Hex. Let me give y'all an example. I went into a Hex live and I don't get answers nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, I swear, I literally want to answer, but it's just no really good answers, and that bothers me. It's just like, and then it's like ganging up on you, like, oh, well, you should know this, and you should be happy that Richard Hart is doing this, bro. He's not letting whales sell. Well, if you don't let whales sell, then who? I want to be a whale. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? So what? Like, wait a minute. You buy it and you control it basically by hand, but you don't say, that's just like saying, bro, ignorance does not, what's the word? Ignorance does not exclude you from the law. Like, you can say, I didn't know it was illegal to shoot people with a gun. You're still gonna go to jail for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be saying, oh, well, I don't know whose address that is, the OA and this and that. I don't know. It's all about decentralization, but you deleting all your hex stuff. It's just it's too much that don't add up. Like, what you mean? Why do you have to do all of this? If it's so fair and so transparent, why do you have to act like you're not adding liquidity, Ricky? Like, you're adding liquidity, bro. Just say it. Okay. Look, man, I'm gonna make sure y'all always got some money in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? Ricky playing daddy to a lot of people. It just is what it is. And I'm a Mexican, bro. I'm just saying it. He playing daddy to a bunch of people. Look, I'm gonna make sure y'all got a couple dollars. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep talking about me. You know what I'm saying? Come on back, baby. You know what I'm saying? Now you want to get flued out again. Now when it comes time to pay the piper, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, you like, I don't know. But if you're the common eye, and the thing is, we're so stuck in the space, right? And me, working on Stack Cash and, in a project that is, we can really call our own, me thinking about, what makes projects work. I've never seen something with that low of liquidity really, really last long, and that's long term. So that's what makes me kind of nervous about it, right? 18 million, I think we'll check it. I think it's like $18 million in total liquidity. And that's not just Hex USDC, that's Hex ETH. That's Hex Hedron. That's Hex. That's everything across the board. Like, hold on. Dang. So you telling me, hold on. If I got $20 million with the Hex has told me that it's good that I can't sell my 20 million. Like, wait a minute. What does that even mean? I know we don't care and the price going up and all that, but the price, to be real with you, if all y'all had to sell at the same time, it's just going to be a problem. And then the percent of stakers is even more worrisome, right? Over 90% of Richard's sale, over 90% of his sale to people has been how free it is, but also to stake, right? His main premise is for everybody to stake. Even if you go back, look at the Transform Lobby. Ooh, I'm a super vet. Stop playing with me. I'm Hex 4, Transform Lobby day 4, bro. I'm a super duper vet. Go look at day 355 of the Transform Lobby. You will be astonished to see how much Hex was staked. This is exactly the opposite of what's going on with Pulsechain. Right now, nobody's staking. And even if you're staked, you'll still get your copy of Hex on Pulsechain, on PLS. So what makes it make sense on why people wouldn't be staked right now if it's so beneficial? And that's what he's been preaching. You see what I'm saying? Like, see, it's so many things that I'm just sitting back like, but you know what's funny? I don't even care. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. Bro, I'm selling Hex, bro. I'm selling Pulse. I'm selling Pulse. You know? It's what it is. You know, I'm not going to dump, but I'm going to sell, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because things like Stack Cash need a chance in this world, right? Richard Hart is being misleading in a lot of ways. And it's okay with a lot of people. Cool. You can't fight the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Like, one country can't beat the world up. You know what I'm saying? It just don't work like that. So, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll just be the bad guy. I'll be the guy who knows the truth. Listen, sometimes it's hard being woke. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard being woke, bro. But for me, my thing is, I couldn't tell my grandma and them about Hex and feel comfortable, just because I know in the back of my mind, if Richard Hart has a bad day, or if something happens to where that liquidity is not added, it's not even transparent enough for nobody to pick it up. And that's what makes me more, it makes me more nervous about it. You know what I'm saying? Just say Ricky get extorted. You know what I'm saying? He live a very, very you know what I'm saying? Like, open life, bro. He got hookers and strippers, and allegedly, you know what I'm saying? He got all these people coming out to the mansion and all that stuff. He live a very, very, he live a life that we don't literally live. You know what I'm saying? But that's a dangerous life, bro. These girls will set you up. You know what I'm saying? But what if he get extorted? Now I got to worry about him adding liquidity to Hex. So and then, some of these groups, they cuss me out. You know what I'm saying? Money, no, you can't come in here talking about anything that's true. Don't tell the truth. I'm like, okay, you just want to be happy. Bro, I've been waiting for 3 years, 2.5 years for Pulsechain, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how to be happy, bro. I've been staking I'm staked right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm still unhappy. Is what it is, bro. I don't like when I see what can happen at the end game, right? It's the reason that the SEC is coming after him. Now, let me get back on the other side with we're talking about the politics and all that stuff. I don't agree with how these politicians move. They move a little shaky, baby. They move shaky. So that's not really, I don't agree with them attacking Richard Hart. However, I don't agree with Richard Hart, how untransparent he is about what's really going on. Why? At Stack Cash, we have our version of an OA. It's open. You can see it on the blockchain. We're not lying about it. Not being forthcoming is still kind of telling a lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, just because you don't say it, don't mean you ain't lying. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I don't like. You know, Richard Hart gets the benefit of the doubt. And now you got to think, and ETH, Vitalik gets the benefit of the doubt. You see what I'm saying? Satoshi gets the benefit of the doubt. And in Bitcoin, I get it. And it's going to be some people that's going to be on that forever. You know what I'm saying? And you can never tell them nothing. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell my grandma Jesus ain't real. You know what I'm saying? She'll never believe that. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter. You kind of talking to the wall. But at the same time, for those who want to know the truth, they'll get the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll get down to the middle of the truth. And it ain't no, bro, I'm getting money with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the weird part is like, bro, like, you know, I'm one of the ones that, you know, you probably want to really hear through. You know what I'm saying? Because it can incite something in Ricky that can change for the better. I'm gonna be real. I'm taking credit for the test that coming out right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is, bro. Like, this dude deleting all this, man. Let's keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Let me check y'all out in that chat, man. Let me check y'all out in that chat. Then say, I don't think Gen Z understand that all these attractive offers, freebies, are not what they seem to be. Realize that somebody has to pay for it. 20 years from now, they'll get blindsided with debt. Yeah, Vin, now I'm gonna be real with you. Gen Z got that problem, but millennials do too, bro. My generation is screwed. The problem is deeper, bro, because we wasn't, a lot of my people in my age bracket, we weren't given a chance. We still not given a chance. You see what I'm saying? You got to think, if you want to talk corporate world, because I can talk both. If you talk corporate world, you know, somebody like myself, I moved up fairly quick, but that was an aberration. That's not the norm. You know, I was a unicorn. A lot of people, even if they have a college degree, they can't do nothing with their lives. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't add up, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, my thing is this, and I was talking about a specific community that has a group of colleges, right, that's been around forever, and they all dirty, run down. Nobody want to donate to them. Some of y'all know what kind of college I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? The ones that Coach Prime was just at, like one of those. Like, but the issue is, you know what the problem is? It's beyond that. It's the companies. It's the, where's the money going to come from after they get out of college? And a lot of these kids have no choice but to take debt. They don't. You know what I'm saying? It's not an easy route. And then even further, because I'm an athlete, so I can talk on the athlete side. Like, right now, y'all want to know why I'm mad? I'm going to tell y'all why I'm mad. My wife noticed too. Miss Muddy noticed too, because I be so mad about this. My likeness was used. I should sue my old school. My likeness was used, bro. You know what I'm saying? A lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot. A whole lot. These kids getting NILs. They getting millions in high school, which I'm so happy about. Muddy kid. No, I'm just playing. But I'm so happy but I missed out. You know what I'm saying? So as a millennial, man, you know, we was around for the old rotary phones, was around for the old TVs and this stuff. But now a lot of our generation is just covered in debt. You know what I'm saying? Unless they figure something out. You know what I'm saying? You got to do some thinking on your feet. They just covered in debt. And then there's no help around the corner. Nobody's coming to help. Houses are not being purchased right now. If y'all look at the housing, a lot of y'all know the housing market very well too. If you look at the housing markets, you know, it's a lot of corporations that's buying condos and all that. It's going to be a lot of single women. It's not family structure. It's just so much that our generation is broken from. But then you got those like myself, who, you know what I'm saying, we kind of can fight through that. You know what I'm saying? Like we kind of fought through that and understand, you know, both sides very well. But yeah, Gen Z's, now I'm speaking for millennials. Now, Gen Z's, yeah, you know, we just the old guys now. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just the old guys now. That's what it really is. Looking down on Gen Z's, we was the same way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's just how the time is. But yeah, Gen Z's, it's all about the glitter and the gold, right? These kids, they make these videos and all this content, everything that they watch, right? They make it to where these kids are addicted to it. So all these Gen Zs that grew up with only technology, those kids are addicted to technology. Like it's like a drug, you know what I'm saying? It's an endorphin for them, and that's just crazy. But yeah, good comment though, Vin. But yeah, I agree with you. In some ways, I do agree with you. In some ways, I do agree with you. Ain't nothing ever free. That's a fact, Vin. Now you gotta work. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta work at something. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put the work in. You know what I mean? You gotta put some elbow grease into something. It ain't nothing gonna just come to you, especially in this kind of world that we living in. But yeah, shout out to you, Van. Look, Crypto Wonder, Crypto Wonder. Listen, Crypto Wonder having a. This is a good day, bro. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for it. You know why I'm really happy for? I'm happy for people like him and others who, stuck by Pulsechain and Richard Hart through this whole wait. Even though V3 Tesnet is just a testnet. However, it says something to stand by when things just keep going wrong. You know what I'm saying? So that's a certain strength. So shout out to him for that, man. Look at Crypto One and said, keep teaching, Muddy. Yeah, you know what, Crypto One, I just got different views. You know what I'm saying? Like, and a lot of people don't see all of these views. And I get that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm made to think differently, I guess. You know what I mean? Then exactly. Keep it on chain, stack cash, and hide nothing. Right. Ain't no reason to live like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the one major mistake that I think that Richard Hart made. And he's still sticking by that. Like, that hasn't worked. They still coming after you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that hasn't worked. You know what I'm saying? Now, what it has worked for is he's gotten a cult following through those words. So whatever he did, now I think it's more or less him showing himself. How often he showed himself early and what he was talking about was extremely different. Now, if you look at his verbiage, if you look at his Twitter and his different things, he primarily talks about what? Listen, y'all know he got me blocked. So, bitch, I know I can still see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, let me see. I didn't even see his page. I was like, I guarantee you. I bet Miss Muddy. I said, I guarantee you, I'll bet you that in his first, you can look on Richard Hart page, in his first 3 posts, he's going to talk about what? Bitcoin. And sure enough, she like, oh, no, he didn't. I'm like, he didn't? You won to bet. She's like, oh, wait a minute. No, he did. Yes, he did. You know what I'm saying? Every single post that he has is about Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? Which I'm like, okay, are you confident or are you not? Like, why is this so many secrets? I'm a millennial, bro. Like, we don't do secrets like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is, bro. We don't really do good with secrets because them don't work long term anyway. The secret is that he got to add liquidity for people to get paid long term out of Hex. If you want to sell it, he got to, daddy got to basically pay the bills. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it is because it's not just sitting on chain. If you look at Cake BNB right now, right? Look at Cake. Cake right now has what? I think it's like $200 something million sitting right there. People can dump Cake if they want. People cannot dump Hex. And that's the only thing now. If they don't care, they don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. We got to get through that. But yeah, keep it on chain. That's the way it needs to be. Exactly, man. Stack cash. We do it totally different. Everything's transparent. That's why I love it. Yes, I feel what you're saying. Just hate these younger generations are going to what these generations are going to deal with. Yeah, man. And it's not you, it's not me. It's these old heads. They messing up badly. You know what I'm saying? Like, badly. Going back, let me get back to the US because that's my first subject, the CBDC and all that good stuff with Teddy Cruz, right? If you go back and you look at, how the political system, is still based off stuff from hundreds of years ago when the world was totally different, right? The world back then was built on agriculture. What's the world built today on? I'll wait. What's the biggest company in the world? I'll wait. Do you see what I'm saying? It makes no sense. And we're going to jump into the arguments in just a second. It make no sense for our politicians to fight what's our agriculture of now, right? I was raised into the IT stage where information was now available to us. Back in the day, if I didn't know how to make lasagna, I had to call auntie and them. I had to call mom and them. You know what I mean? Nowadays, I can Google it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why doctors are going on us. I don't know nobody need no doctor for what. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, Miss Money be WebMD him to death. You know what I'm saying? You WebMD first. Like, let me see what's going on. I got a little. Now people be over analyzing themselves, but the pharmaceutical field, all these different fields are made to what? Take from people, bro. They are. So what makes people think the CBDC is gonna help somebody? You know what I'm saying? They trying to stop privacy. They trying to stop Americans. They're not even trying to hurt other people. They're trying to hurt Americans. I can see they say, no, we're gonna stop Russia and China from using crypto. That'd be something. But they can't do that. So what do? Right? When mom and them mad at work, what they do? They come home and beat them kids. That's what they doing. So now everything falls back on us. You know what I'm saying? Like, as always, but it's just, one struggle after the next struggle after the next struggle. Like, these governments just don't, and I'm talking across the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, you got to be the right people. You know what I'm saying? And when you don't have the right people in the right positions, you always gonna get met with bad things happening, and things have gotten worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no really think about it. This is me. I'm talking me. You know what I'm saying? I told somebody this the other day. I don't like not president over the last 20. Yeah, I can't, to be real with you, it's hard for me to find one I really liked. You know what I'm saying? It just, I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just president, but you know what? The presidential votes, and this is the problem too, is people so stupid and they comfortable in their stupidity. You know what I'm saying? Like, they so comfortable in it. Oh, show me a dog video and spin around. They don't, that's all they want to see, bro. Let me feel good about myself. Oh, my boss said I did good at my job. When y'all see that man that retired, they gave that boy, he was working at Taco Bell for like 50 years, man. They gave him like an ink pen pad. You know what I'm saying? Like, what they give him? A lifetime supply of tacos. I'm like, hold on, bro. He gave 50 years to y'all, bro. That's all he got for you. Oh, getting back to the main subject. Because I'm getting off. Y'all know how I get. Crypto can't be fought by these peoples. It can't be. It is our main way of making gains, to be honest, in the world, not just the city, the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so crucial that we embrace cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, and not just that, any type of technology, right? It kind of works against the will of what we're supposed to be doing right now. We have to be innovating. We're still living like we were living 50, 100 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Just with iPhones in our pockets. You know what I'm saying? Like, the mindset, though, if the mindset don't change, what does it mean? Right? I used to have a computer. I'm gonna get to the main stuff, y'all. I used to have a computer. I just look at it like, bro, I know it's a bunch to do on this computer internet stuff. I just don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the controller. The machine is prepared, right? And Stack Cash, we're getting the machine paired. The blockchain is gonna be ready for you. It's just, are you prepared to use it? Are you prepared to get your mind around, okay, I can't use ain't no more, you know what I'm saying? I can't use this way no more. I gotta use this new way. Are you ready for it? Because a lot of people just not. Can't take your ass 3 money. Hold on, y'all. Let me get into the main stuff. Dang, bro. I be talking. Y'all know that, man. Shout out to y'all, bro. And I'm hip. I'm so in tune on what's going on in the space, bro. It's so real. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's so, the ignorance is bliss thing is just crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so many followers. You know what I'm saying? And it's beyond, sad. It's like, bro, I don't even care. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, you gotta really point yourself towards the people who real, who matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, who matter, the people who got us to this point in crypto and DeFi. At some point they had to do something that somebody wasn't going to approve of, or somebody wasn't going to like. Oh, and shout out to my haters. Oh, I got some real hate. Hey, I got some real haters. The more information that comes out on Stack Cash, y'all know I'm getting more hate, right? Shout out to Stagnation. Y'all know I'm getting more hate. And that's funny, because I'm gonna be real. You know what I'm saying? Like, a new project is not hurting your pockets. You know what I'm saying? They be, oh, you can't have a new project. They were just gonna spend all their money over here. Bro, if you got the juice, you got the juice. You know what I'm saying? People be missing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, Vince, I catch you in the Discord. Mo, great show. Hit them likes. Yes, sir. Shout out to you, Vin. All right, y'all. This is the link tree as always. I gotta get some things changed. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how things change. Right now, Archify definitely is up there. But everything else is kind of a crapshoot. I'm gonna be real with you. Y'all know we talking deep. Drip might be moving back up, bro. At this point, I can't really, because I had to think about how the hexagons think. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, you know what? If it's all, we don't care about nothing, like, man, screw it, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you making me money, I don't even care no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how much you making. I don't care what you're doing with it. Whatever. Now, Stack Cash is built differently, so you don't have to really worry about that. But they making money, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still around, still living and breathing and things. So shout out to all that. And then y'all take a different tone, bro. Like, you gotta change. I've changed. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at Stack Cash. I've changed. Yes. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, bro. Like, ain't no point of having malice in DeFi and crypto. It's a small space. It is. So there's no reason to, oh, that community sucks or that one sucks. You know what? Every community sucks in some way or another, except stagnation. Yeah, I know how to throw that in there. No, I'm just playing. But you know, the divisiveness is just people needing something to do. But I will give y'all something to do. Stack Cash gonna make some monies. Y'all come check out the Stack Cash link tree. It should be in the description as well. But y'all see we getting it together. Everything's here. HBoy NTT is for sale right now. Smart people jumping in, man. This is going to get you set on the Stack Cash and all that. Also, we got all our white paper videos and AMAs and all these things. So just come to the link tree if you would. Also, shout out to Little Fish. I said this on the video. But shout out to Little Fish with these Medium articles, right? People want different. People want change. People want something that's going to work for us. And people really do want to feel like they're a part of it. If anything I've learned from, the Hexicans and the drip people and, even the elephant money people is that people just kind of want to be a part of something. So, why not be a part of something and you can make some gains too, and then be on top of the cutting edge technology? Why not? But yeah, this is a great write-up on HBoy NTTs, all that good stuff. So y'all check that out. Y'all know Stack Cash is the move and the movement. Ooh-wee. HBoy NTT, there it is. Go check that out. This is, basically an opportunity. People like, oh man, I couldn't do it. I gotta wait. And I get that. It's cool. No big deal. But this is just for people who at that point, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's not there, and that's cool. But shout out to that and all that. Ted, let me get on. I've been talking for too long. Let me get on to the meat and potatoes, man. Shout out to y'all. This is DeFi Crypto Show with Muddy Mo. Hit a like or something. I told y'all they messed up my algorithm, bro. I don't know what's going on. So, it is what it is. All right. Let me go. Let's do some learning real quick. Let's do some learning. All right. CBDC. I need to explain what that means. That is some of y'all. CBDC. I can't spell too good. Dang, hold on. Let's see. The CBDC. See, some of my boomers gotta understand, bro. It's just this easy. You know what I'm saying? Like you can just do it just like I can. But I don't know how to work it. Yes, you do. Type words. All right. Let's see. Simply put, just so everybody can hear in the back. So the CBDC stands for the Central Bank Digital Currency. And this is trash. You know what I'm saying? Like if I say this, if you heard it, know what you heard it here first. This is trash. You know what I'm saying? So basically it's going to have a central bank that controls all the currency through all the cryptocurrency, I guess. So it's issued by a country's central bank. It's just saying all the takeaways. Let me slide through it real quick. We got time today. Y'all holler at me. I'm gonna get back to work too, but we got time today. Talk to me. It's based on fiat currency, and we know now. Here we go. CBDC is already based off the fiat form of a country's fiat country. It's a form of it, right? We know what fiat countries dudes just borrowing against imaginary money. You know what I'm saying? Like imaginary money is what it is. But the CBDC is issued and regulated by a nation's monetary authority, blah, 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 whatever. So basically saying these countries can have a new form of, currency, and it's through the CBDCs, all that good stuff. They're talking about gold and silver, blah, 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 whatever, but that's basically what it is. Let's see what the goals of the central bank digital currencies. They're basically saying people don't have access to financial services. Now, I'm glad they said this because the CBDC ain't the one to do it. Like, why take people's privacy? You know what I'm saying? Like, even more, everything is digital anyway. All y'all use debit and credit cards for everything, pretty much. That's digital. You know what I'm saying? Like, this doesn't make sense. But talking about people don't have access to financial services. Yeah, in America, yes, it's worse than people think. You know what I'm saying? Some people like, because your life's straight and all that. Nah, bro. A whole bunch of people ain't got no credit. You know what I'm saying? Like none of that. They don't have no way to get a bank account. None of that. They got to get paid in checks or still. And some of y'all don't live like that. I get it. But that's really real, even here in America, which is a first world country. If you look at even second and third world countries, it gets worse. You know what I'm saying? Like the phone is pivotal to them. The invention and the advent of the telephone, of the cellular phone, all that stuff is very, very important to those type of places. But the CBDC is just trash, bro. It's finding a way to control us. In my opinion, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. So we got two sides of the coin. There was a bill that dropped, I think it was the last couple of days. where they were talking about essentially hating on crypto. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's so dangerous. Oh, it's this, is that. I got a list. Hold on, I got notes. I got a list, bro. They talking about NFTs is ruining the world. I don't think NFTs are ruining anything. You know what's really ruining something? It's what's happened with NFTs. It's ruined things. It's the perception that NFTs are going to be a DeFi smart contract like Stack Cash, and they're not. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem. People assume that these JPEGs were going to just automatically go up in price. But we know in a true market like crypto and blockchain, it just doesn't happen like that. You know what I'm saying? You can't just snap your fingers. Oh, yeah. Just because something's popular doesn't mean it's going to make money for everybody. Does that make sense? So it's just something that, you got to look out for. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All right, let me see. Come on, Rosa. Don't do it to me, Rosa. Now, another thing in this bill that they talking about, including with the CBDC stuff, why they hating, you know what I'm saying? Jerome Rome and them hating, is they talking about the environmental issues associated with Bitcoin. Now, this, if you're around in the space, you know what's going on, right? We don't transact in Bitcoin ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's just put that on your ledger and forget about it. It ain't no. Now, some people trade it, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about like transacting. No, bro, no. I don't even want to transact in ETH. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. But the way, and they're talking about 7-year-old, 8-year-old, 12-year-old technology, excuse me, all this old technology. Oh, well, they have to hurt the environment. And we know it is. It hurting the environment more than these big plants that's having all this waste? Is it hurting the environment more than all these? Like, what are we doing here? Like, you know how many cars, like how many SUVs are just, you know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to all my truck and SUV people. You know what I'm saying? I'm a truck man myself. You know what I'm saying? But what at the same time, like, that's harming the environment, bro. You know what I'm saying? Doing all this mining and digging, that's hurting the environment, taking all our natural resources, that's hurting the environment. Bitcoin ain't hurting the environment. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it's used as the only form of currency, it possibly could. You know what I'm saying? But as we know it, we know what proof of stake is, right? It's why guys like Richard Hart is trying to create Pulsechain. Is why other blockchains, a lot of other blockchains that run off proof of stake work. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have to live like that. So, this is what it is. All right, let's see. I don't know why Rosa acting up with y'all. You know what I'm saying? What y'all did? What? They said it's not my fault. It is. Y'all done did something to Rosa. Hold on. See, y'all ain't acting right. Also, man, make sure y'all pull up, hit that like and all that good stuff, bro. We talk about different stuff over here. And I understand, especially me making kind of a turn from, just kind of, I just felt in a negative space all the time. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like that. I'm not negative like that. So me kind of taking a turn, it's like almost like building a new audience or something. And that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to those who've been stuck by with whatever they're on. But for me, this change was needed, especially for the sake of Stack Cash. All right, Rose, it's just not working. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what is going on. I think it's a Twitter problem too. Twitter be acting up, man. What are you doing, Elon? Elon, have y'all heard about what's going on with these Twitter people? Elon crazy, bro. He don't see, this is what I be trying to say, bro. Who are our heroes? Okay, it's really just not. I don't understand the internet right now. But Elon basically had people that was fired, didn't even know it. They work for Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when he took over, they didn't know they was like, we still working. They don't have no HR department. Oh, you can do and say whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? Also, you can put Twitter. Make sure y'all put Twitter on y'all. Pick what job, if you're looking for a job right now, pick what job position you want in Twitter. There's no HR that can verify that. You know what I'm saying? You go ahead and get you a job through using Twitter name. But Elon just like, man, you just let it flow. Like, they keep working for free. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Elon crazy. All right, man, bro. See, Twitter be man. I don't know what to tell y'all, man. I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, maybe it's Rosa. All right, whatever. So let's keep moving. So let's talk GOP with Teddy Cruz. Now, where I'm from and all that, it's like half and half. You know what I'm saying? Half people are Republicans, and I swear to you, you would sound crazy as heck if you couldn't told them that, you know what I'm saying, all these ideals are not the best ideals in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how they are. They're never going to change. You know what I'm saying? Like, that it's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, come get this gun out my head. I dare you. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to happen. On the other side, it's just as stern on the Democratic side, right? Um, so it seems like I'm gonna just give y'all my opinion. This is all politics. It seems like what politics does, they there's a subject, right? It's something available. And whatever they say, we can't say. You know what I'm saying? So it don't even matter if you believe in it. Now, back in the day, I thought Democrats were supposed to be more like technology driven, like cutting edge and all that stuff. Oh, we're for the environment more, and just different things like that. However, it kind of tangles it's an entanglement. Ooh, shout out to Will and Jada. It's an entanglement, bro. It's an entanglement of ideals, because here what you have is a mixture of on the one side you have privacy, right? And on the other side you have technological advancement. Now, I don't know if things have changed. You know, these people gonna do whatever the votes say. You know what I'm saying? So whatever some 80-year-old, 90-year-old in Maryland tell them, you know what I'm saying, 80-year-old woman tell them they need to do, they're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how it is. It is what it is. However, right now you see the crypto is a major factor. I've already talked before about why it's a major factor and why the government or those in power right now need to pick on something, because they want to distract y'all from getting smacked in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be real, the Eastern world is trying to smack the US dollar out of existence, or especially out of control. So y'all can have y'all little US dollar. And also, I think China made some threats talking about some sanctions, and that's what the U.S. do. You know what I'm saying? They sanction people. You know what I'm saying? They sanction countries. Where they levy taxes on them. That's just part of their game. You know what I'm saying? They haven't learned to evolve that. So now, you have a political issue, and the CBDC is a big issue right now. You've seen it with Elizabeth Warren. Don't like her. You know what I'm saying? You've seen it with Biden whole administration. They don't like crypto. They don't want y'all to advance. They don't want y'all to ever leave the house. They don't want that. They don't want y'all out. You know what I'm saying? Like, they want y'all to stay put. Give us money. We'll pay for bridges. Not even that. You know what I'm saying? We'll pay for our friends to get whatever. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going there today. So on the other side, you got old Teddy Cruz. Now, Ted Cruz, Republican from Texas, he been in office for a while. Remember, he ran on COVID. Oh, he trying to get some good press. See, now, even I heard some Republicans saying this about this scenario. There's like, no. There's like, the one person we do not want talking about this is Ted Cruz. He's a clown. I guess Republicans don't like him no more. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Ted Cruz ran out on Texas. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think, you know what I'm saying, there was ice storms and all that. He ran to Cuba. Oh, I'm going to visit. Yeah, punk. He punk number one. You know what I'm saying? He on the first thing smoking up out of there. You know what I mean? However, maybe he's trying to revitalize his career, but this could be one way he can do it. And even me, I'm thinking like, I know a whole bunch of people who not Republicans. They strong Democrats, and they don't even know why. I told y'all they go in the booth and just blue. They don't even care. You know what I'm saying? Like, just blue. Oh, blue. You know what I'm saying? If it's a debate between which blue they're gonna pick, like, how some of the voting tabs come down to, it's Democrat versus Democrat, or independent versus independent. You know what they do? They do just like people do for the March Madness. Ooh, shout out to Vince. Shout out to the Money Crypto Moon stagnation with the NCAA. That's funny, with the NCAA tournament. But what they do is they choose off, oh, I like their name. Ooh, my name start with a B. I'm going to put on here pick Barry Brown. You know what I'm saying? That's how they pick people, bro. This is our political system. You know what I'm saying? Like, why can't people be forced to understand who they're voting for and what their beliefs are? It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. They still doing snail mail. You know what I'm saying? What? You know what I'm saying? Like, they trying to keep the post office in business. You know what I mean? You can't slide that past me. But anyway, getting back on subject, Ted Cruz is fighting sternly against this CBDC, which is a good thing to crypto for us not to have it. We want freedom. We want to be able to make transactions and not have the government tax us on. Just imagine that. They taxing y'all on every single little transaction y'all do on any blockchain with any coin. Like, what? You know what I'm saying? To do what with it? You know what I'm saying? To do what with it? What are we doing? Leaving equipment over in Afghanistan? I might need to watch my mouth. Leaving equipment over there in who was the people back in the 70s they was fighting? The Vietnam? That's billions of dollars of equipment just left. Like, what are we? And now we got, it's just too much going wrong. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, Ted Cruz is fighting against the CBDC, and it makes everybody in crypto really question, like, yo, am I a Republican? No, bro. Am I a Republican, bro? Like, it makes you really question that, you know? So, you know, it is what it is. Shout out to the old Teddy Cruz. But it makes you really, really, really question, you know, whether we all have to be Republicans at some point, because we have to fight the people that want to block stuff. And I'm gonna give y'all some reasons. Hold on. Let me give y'all the reasons they said. I got notes. I told y'all. So they already said they talking about Bitcoin causing environmental problems. No problem. We won't have to transact in Bitcoin. We don't need to use Bitcoin. We use other stuff, right? Also, they talking about how bad it is in crypto, right? Oh, it's so bad. Look at these markets. Look at them. But y'all just raised it. Jerome. He just raised the interest rates again, bro. What are you talking about? Like, it's bad how it is. Like, what are we saying? All these wealthy people getting more wealth? Like, what you want? They don't have enough. They need more of it. Like, this is crazy, bro. And then also saying, like, they're basically saying crypto is not needed. Now, y'all gonna make me punch somebody in the mouth with this. See, I'm trying to be happy, Muddy. I gotta be funny, Mo. If you say something like this, they saying crypto does not need to exist. Wait a minute. You know what that's like? Let me go back to my old example. That's just like people using knives and swords to fight, saying gunpowder didn't need to exist. Now, I could argue that it don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, if the world, we could blow this bug up 100 million. But anyway, but it doesn't matter. Advancement is going to happen, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody back in the day is like, oh, you don't need those sneakers. We have sandals. We got those Jesus Walk sandals. You're fine. You don't need nothing else. What? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't need steel toe boots working on a construction site. It's okay. You'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, put your toes out, wear some shorts. You'll be fine. You know, that's blasphemous to a real construction guy. But that's what they're saying. Like, what do you mean y'all don't need crypto? Who don't need crypto? Oh, to be voted in, you don't need crypto. That's what they're saying. Because you know why? There's not enough people behind it. You know why? Because the press is not smart press. We want to spend our time putting press about how another people are wrong about a blockchain instead of telling everybody about crypto. And you know what they see? Oh, you know that NFT stuff don't work. They don't know all this inside stuff like y'all. They only know what we give them. And you know what they allow to be shown. They don't want to show big cryptocurrency yet. Why? Because they know people are going to do well with it. They know people can be financially free. They know people can control their own outcomes. They know people ain't going to need credit as much. They know people not going to have to pay their interest rates for 30 years on a Cadillac my daddy bought at 82. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have to live like that. You know what I'm saying? But these people saying, now, if you agree with them, you suck. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying you do, bro. Because you are preventing innovation in the world, and I'm against anybody on that. If you're against kids and innovation, I'm against you. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just, I'll never be on your side. You know what I'm saying? I'll never be on somebody's side that says it's okay to hurt children. I'll never be on your side. Ever. You know what I'm saying? So just is what it is. Also, what else they say? What else? I ain't done. They said the problem is P2P transactions. Person-to-person transaction is the biggest problem. No, it's the exact opposite. See, this is why these people get on my nerves. It's the exact opposite. Person-to-person is the most purest form of anything, right? Anonymous to anonymous is the most purest form of giving. Person-to-person is the most purest form of transaction. Let's go back to the barter system. I didn't need to walk 3 miles this way to walk back and do barter with somebody on the town next to me. Why? You got something I need. I got something you need. Let's find an equal value that we agree on, and let's move forward. And that's how it should be. That's how cryptocurrency is. That's why now y'all want to talk about Samuel Bankman-Fried the third. You want to talk about Samuel? What his problem was? I'm gonna tell you what his problem was. He was trying to bring traditional finance thoughts into DeFi. Into crypto. He was trying to borrow from everything with money he didn't have. That's what it was. If crypto people can take their money and do what they want to do with it, that's going to become a problem for things like that. And that's why I'm concerned for Hex. I ain't worried about Pulsechain, but I'm concerned for Hex for that reason. It don't take one bank run. People be like, oh, what? Then it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't a problem till it's a problem. It's what it is. What else they talking about? So yeah, they talking about person-to-person transactions. They got to go. We got to know everything y'all doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, we don't like that. Whatever. And now this is true, and this is funny. This is actually really funny. They said that crypto made banks worse. Oh, definitely a money mo. Bing. Yes, it did. Stack that up. Stack cash, stack cash, stack cash, community banking, right? Banks needed to change, bro. Bro, it's time. It's time to stop telling people they're going to get 0.01% for bonds of $100,000 for 10 years. No. Kicking the can down the road. Let's live in today. No. But yeah, crypto made banking worse because banks ship people, bro. Listen, it don't matter. You know what's funny? I was starting a business, right? And the money wasn't a problem at the time. It was I forget what it was. They gave me some other reason, and I had good credit. So I'm like, what's going on? They basically declined me getting a business bank account. And I'm like, why? They're like, oh, well, they making up all kind of rules on why I couldn't get a business bank account. I'm like, wait a minute, bro. Career guy, family guy, clean rap sheet, bank account good, got y'all well past y'all minimums and more collateral if you need it. I'm like, why can't I need a business account, bro? I can't use my personal account. They was trying to block me from using my personal account, bro. These banks control the world. They redline the world. Why do you think these other countries are mad at the U.S., bro? They don't like them. Hey, y'all have to really slow down and stop listening to what y'all listen to. Go look at what they're saying. They saying that U.S. is bullies. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they saying, bro. They getting bullied about that. Bro, people got to sleep. They hearing, like, man, what is that? What is that? Man, that's a drone, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. You got kids eating gummy bears out here killing people, bro. Like, it's a video game to them, bro. But no, yes, banks have to go in its current form because banking can be more pure, right? Bankers make money off of the money that you give them, and they take that money and do something with it. Many things with it. And a lot of times they fake what they do with it to make more gains. And that's exactly what happened with Samuel Bankman-Fried and them, right? That's exactly what happened. Let me give you a more updated example. That's Silicon Valley Bank. Exactly what happened with them. Silicon Valley Bank took out treasuries because they thought people weren't going to take out their money like that, right? It's our money now, right? A regular bank thinking, right? But they put it in treasuries, but you can't take it out of treasuries. So once it's stuck in that treasury, now they got a problem because now they're running out of liquidity. So they're like, well, and here we go, America. We're going to charge you a fee, but we'll let you get that money back to pay people back. That system doesn't work. That system is unfair. That system now with the interest rates rising, people won't be able to buy homes. It's going to get worse. It's going to get way worse. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no loans happening. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody borrowing them against nothing. But you know what the funny thing is? Start me out at zero. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all didn't have y'all mamas putting y'all social down for a light bill. For a new car. You know, I'm just playing. But some of y'all didn't have these situations where y'all had money, y'all had homes, y'all had land. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of us, how much my dad and them owe? Get the GoFundMe. No, I'm just playing. But that's what it is. People chipping in for leg quarters over here on this side of town. Over here in this side of town, they don't understand why people don't have money. Why people can't pay their college loans. Why people can't pay $500 a month to y'all in college loans for something that don't benefit me. You know what I'm saying? Like, what that Kanye skit said, you know what I'm saying? Like, I went to college and I got what? My degrees. And then after that, I start working for who? The boss's daughter's friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Bro, the world is built on nepotism as it is. And that don't work. You know why? Because if you don't know nobody, you are out of luck. It's what it is, bro. That's what nepotism is. So let me get back onto it. They basically saying that all in all, that crypto is not needed, it's not good, blah, 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 all this other stuff. And Ted Cruz is actually fighting against that. So shout out to old Teddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, Teddy, listen, broken clock is right twice a day. You know what I'm saying? Teddy might be right about this one, bro. I got to back him on this, bro. No, we don't need no CBDC. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to learn something, we can teach y'all how to use tokens. And we can teach you how to use different blockchains. There's more blockchains being created every day. How about this? See, this is what the Pulse people need to understand, the Hex people. You know what I'm saying? We're waiting on the blockchain. We've been waiting on the blockchain for 3 years that can, appease y'all with some of the stuff that y'all talking about. But the problem is they're lying about at least the government, what they're saying in this new bill. They're actually not being forthcoming. They're not being truthful about it. If this is more dangerous, how is it more dangerous and it's more clear, right? If we uncovered everything that banks was doing right now and who banks was, allowing and not allowing to do what and giving extra money to and all of that, and then getting bailed out. If we talk about all that, come on now. What are we doing? So it is what it is. So if you're in crypto, are you a Republican? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you now a Republican? I told you I bleed crypto, bro. I don't bleed nothing else. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Is what it is. Shout out to y'all, man. Make sure y'all holler me in that chat too. Let me see what's going on. Oh man, shout out to y'all, man. Y'all the real MVPs. Okay, Crypto Wonder said, yeah, CBDCs are a trap. Yeah, it's a super trap, man. It's not fair. It's not right, bro. That's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? Just crazy business. Did the Feds increase basis points again? If they did, that's more discomfort in the future. Yep, here we go. I'm not sure though, Crypto Wonder. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's gonna be way more uncomfortable in the future. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no HR on Twitter. That's good. Oh, right. Crypto Wonder. Yeah, that is crazy, bro. There's no HR on Twitter, bro. Elon don't care. You know what I'm saying? People don't know that Elon don't give a D at all, bro. He just don't care. He said, put your toes out, wear some shorts to work on the construction. Right, bro. Like, no, bro. We got steel toes now, bro. You gonna lose a toe. You know what I'm saying? Why I lose a pinky toe? You know what I'm saying? Then I remember Harlem Nights. I'm gonna shoot your pinky toe. I know. Hey, let me tell y'all some information. Y'all not be giving y'all random facts, right? Did y'all know the movie Life is this like an extended part of Harlem Nights? Y'all, if y'all remember Eddie Murphy in Life was like, I know old fat chick named Della hit harder than you. He's talking about Shorty from Harlem Nights. Ooh, I love how the world works. Ooh. Also, I got some more. See, this is just gems for y'all. Did y'all know that the Matrix in Neo is just part 2 to what? The Terminator. John Connor is Sarah Connor's son. That's just him growing up. He was a chosen. They trying to bring oh, I be giving y'all gems. Hey, don't steal my stuff. Some of y'all don't know, boy. I be giving y'all gems, bro. Is what it is, bro. Is what it is. All right, let me see what else we got going on. I ain't gonna hold y'all long. I'm gonna let y'all go in a minute, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all go. Hold on. What I was looking for? I'm on the wrong. Yes, hold on, I'm on the wrong tab. My bad. Bugging out. Oh, Arbitrum. So Arbitrum. Let me get into this. Let me talk a little Ricky. I gotta go here, bro. Shout out to Pulsechain though for the testnet, bro. It's not easy doing software. He's right on that. You know what I'm saying? He is dead right on that. And let me go to this real quick. Ricky right on that, and I might add Pulsechain as we speak right here. So this is the testnet. Just a lot of fake wallets, but it's just showing what PulseX is doing on the testnet on the new V3 of the testnet. The new V3 is out, and I'm gonna be real with you. It's at least it's out. You know what I'm saying? At least that's out. At least there's something. I don't like having my expectations lowered like that, though. You know what I'm saying? And I want to hear more about the Sins Foundation. I want to hear more about freedom of speech. I don't hear that no more. So to me, the narrative is kind of changed, and that's what Ricky kind of does. Oh, I'm gonna be hip hop today. I'm gonna be hippity hop pop pop. I'm wearing a Louis Vuitton a Louis Vuitton thong and all this. Like he's doing all this weird stuff right now. He's like, oh, I'm just humble and I'm just going back to my humble beginnings and like I don't know, Ricky bipolar. I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, we're gonna make money off Pulse. And at the end of the day, I think that's what people care about. Now, I don't understand, the tribalism behind Pulsechain and Hex because you can make anything sound great. Some people can sell water to a well. You know what I'm saying? Some people can sell water to a well, bro. Like I'm just saying, bro. The things that are being promoted about Pulsechain is like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of blockchains do that, bro. Like hold your own keys and all that. Like maybe Hexing and them are thinking about people that's not into crypto, but once you're in crypto, that's like day one stuff, But shout out to them for being excited about something, Hex can pretty much run DeFi from what I've seen, and to me, once you have that kind of control, like guys like Richard Hart, once you have that kind of control, it's just like being a leader or something. Like, over Stack Cash, our leadership team, our board committee, we have a a duty to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what it's taken as. And sometimes I'm gonna be real with you, it don't feel like Ricky. It don't feel like he has a duty to us. It's like we should be thankful for him or thankful that you know, people are interested in it. And to be real with you, shout out to him for building this kind of following. But it's the cult following that kind of embellishes and makes things worse. Because they make things better too, but they make them worse because it's like a second thought. Even if it gets burned into your brain, right? People gonna at the end of the day, especially new people, gonna say, "Okay, how much money do you make?" You know what I'm saying? Like they really talk in general terms, and then they don't want to hear like, "Oh, you can, you know, wait for as long as you want." Like, okay, cool, I get that. I got 100 hex today, and I'm gonna just be real. Now, this is what somebody I spoke to about hex directly, and this is what they told me. They like, look, I got 100 hex today, bro. Let's just say 1,000,000 hex. I got 1,000,000 hex today. I'm trying to see if I go to a bank, I know they're gonna give me 0.01%. I know that, right? I'm trying to see right now if I got 1,000,000 hex and I stake that hex. Let's say I get 1.1 million. How much money did I make? You can hooray about the price going up and things like that. That's all good stuff, right? However, that that can't be answered. You know what I'm saying? For hex, it's a lot of unanswered questions about hex, and that's not right. I'm not looking out for me. I got hex. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not talking for me. You know what I'm saying? I got hex. Let me go to this page. I got hex. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about for the future, and that's why Stack Cash is being created. Is because, bro, like that's about everybody else. You see what I'm saying? Like we gonna listen, bro. If you in crypto and you in DeFi, you ain't dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like you gonna make some gains at some point. I hope. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if you're getting Stack Cash. But you're gonna make some gains. It's the people who come over here and don't have a clue about what's going on. You know what I'm saying? That's the ones that get hurt. Now, hold on. Ricky! You represent Hex and Pulsechain, right? Let me say this again so people in the back can hear it. A tiger don't change his stripes. That's number one. And number two, you can't pick and choose, because if you pick and choose, Richard Hart, if you pick and choose who you want to like, who you want to allow to have free speech, right? It defeats the purpose of what you said Pulsechain was about, which it just seems like it was a lie. We just want to create a blockchain, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just want to create some stuff so the government don't come after me, and they still gonna come after you because of Hex, right? But I want to separate Pulsechain and Hex. Let's talk straight Pulsechain, right? I sacrificed day one for Pulse and Pulse X on multiple wallets, bro, multiple accounts. You see what I'm saying? Use a lot of Hex. I ain't gonna lie about it, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Being in on day 4 to Transform Lobby, bro. You tell me this is about freedom of speech, but I was blocked for saying something and asking about a project that your people don't want to explain. This is a big, big, big gap in who this man is, right? It's the little things. It's the little things. Like I used to always taught that, bro. It's not what you do when people watching. You know what I'm saying? It's some trash on the floor. Ain't nobody in the room. You don't have to throw it in the trash. But do you? Right? Even if this hexologist or whomever, right? This represents the brand of Richard Hart, bro. It does. I'm a user of it since day one. So, but I'm blocked because I don't like that you have to add liquidity to this, because that makes it not real. And if that's not real, if Hex not completely real because of that reason, what does that make Pulsechain, right? What does that make the 1.7 billion that was held? Like, what does that do for all of that? It doesn't add up. But Pulsechain being out is a good thing for the space. You see, I'm not biased. You know what I'm saying? Like, my thing is just keeping it honest, right? Pulsechain is a very good thing for the space of DeFi. Now, the main problem is going to be, again, what's going to come right back to this guy right here. And I heard he said the N-word, and that's now, hold on. If he said that, now I do have a problem with Hexkins. If you cool with that, I got a problem with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you cool with that, I really got a problem. I don't care about none of that. It ain't about crypto then. It ain't about none of that. You know what I'm saying? And then this picture bothers me. Y'all know that. He owes these people Hex. I want to really see if we can find these people, see how much the Hex they have. They better have some Pulse and some X, some Pulse X, some Hex, because he's using their likeness. I do not like that. I do not like that. Use you in Hexo picture. I do not like that. But anyway, back onto my point. you got these guys, portraying one thing, and the Pulse chain as a blockchain, if it's functional, right? If it works, he's creating stuff that's already been created right now. A lot of people, oh, he's doing all this new stuff. What new is he bringing to this blockchain? You know, like, please, he got his own MetaMask. Cool. Binance got a Binance wallet. Like, my thing is looking at everything else around and then comparing the technology, right? You got to compare the technology. You got to have it's an apples to apples comparison. He's not doing nothing new. He's trying to make it better, which that's what most of the world is. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's what most of the world is making stuff better. And that's nothing wrong with that. But it's how unforthcoming he dude is, right? Oh, I'm gonna block you, bro, because you said something I didn't like. So Pulse Chain is not about free speech no more. Like, it's free speech as long as you like it. It's free speech as long as Ricky like. Got it. This is a personality type. Now, I'm gonna tell you a bigger issue. The only issue I see really with Pulse Chain, because I'm knee deep. I'm elbow deep. I'm neck deep in, you know what I'm saying? In pause, bro. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who hate me, I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, I'm gonna sell it at some point, bro. I put money into it. Why wouldn't I sell it? I'm not holding nothing. I've been waiting long enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is, bro. And I'm scared that people, and I explained this before, but people with Hex are going to sell that stuff, man. I'm really concerned about that. But let's get to it. Hold on. Where was I trying to go to? How do I find this stuff? Y'all know this stuff better than me. Just the testnet, Pulse chain, and all that. And just showing the block speeds. Okay, good. This is good enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is good enough. Let's go. But 16 million, it can handle 16 million addresses right now. I don't see any major. This is in real time. Yep, 28 seconds ago. So people on the testnet making this thing happen. The one major problem I have, though, let me just on the Pulse chain side, is Richard Hart. See, this the thing. Like, what makes you laugh, make you cry over here. Richard Hart said he don't want no innovation on here. He said don't want nobody build on this. Hold on, wait a minute, bro. Hex wouldn't exist if Vitalik had that same mindset. So now let's talk. Hex wouldn't exist if Vitalik said the same thing, Ricky. So why are you saying you don't want people build? Why is what you have so much better than everything? Now, if people actually cared about Hex and what's going on with it, we can expose that, but they don't care. So I ain't going. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. If one day you can't pay out, you just can't pay out. You know what I'm saying? Like, they cool with that. I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm making money. They making money. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Water on the bridge. We know you own that. We know you acting like you don't know what the OA is. You acting like you don't have a wallet. Whatever. We know those are lies, though. So let's leave Hex alone. Just with Pulse Chain, though, right? Right now, Arbitrum just came out. You got ETH WW, ETH Fair. Blockchains that's viable right now. They work. You know what I'm saying? Like, they work. They ain't had no downtime. And you want to brag about, it's been no downtime. That we haven't had these problems recently. So you got to upgrade your arguments. And this is what I'm trying to say. There's no new arguments here. He's just creating a regular blockchain, bro. Now, it could work better. You know what I'm saying? It could work better than others. He got different, things going on. I'm figuring out the APIs. I'm figuring out this. Cool. You know what I'm saying? Cool. But why are you creating a bridge if you don't want people building on Pulse chain? That doesn't make sense. Maybe you should just have a Hex bridge. That would be easier, right? You couldn't do that, though. You want their other. You didn't just accept only Hex and you know what I'm saying, in the sacrifices. So are we cutting off other people or are we not? Like, what are we doing? Like, I don't, nobody would tell him this. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's scared of Ricky. Everybody's scared of Hexkin. I'm not either, bro. I'm just too honest to sit and just let it go to a blind eye. What are we doing here? Ricky! 46 million transactions is plenty for me to have my pause in my wallet for real. You know what I'm saying? Drop the real version right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, right now. This ain't been hacked yet, has it? Bro, we ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ready. We ready. Oh, we ready. But my thing is this. I want to use Pulse Chain for a project I'm working on. We want that to be an option, right? But I think the Hexicans have to relax. First off, y'all gotta stop being overly fanboys and regurgitating the same information over and over and over and over and over and over and over. We know, bro. We know all the talking points, bro. We get it. You know what I'm saying? Some people try to sound smarter and, let's talk about the Boston and this and that. Ain't nobody gonna care when it's out. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all are not. Do y'all care how Ethereum works? Do y'all care how Binance Smart Chain works? Y'all don't give a D. People like me do, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I have to, but y'all don't care, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't really care. Y'all just want it to work, you know what I'm saying? Here's what it is. My thing is this. If you're not inspiring people to want to build with you, Ricky, at some point you have to be creating people who are enemies, right? At some point, there's other blockchains that could be built on. Arbitrum right now is basically, in a nutshell, the reason it's so significant is because it's making Ethereum fees cheaper. Essentially, people can't never give up Ethereum, right? People on Pulsechain ain't gonna never give up Pulsechain. We get that, but you have to continue to grow. Pulsechain won't challenge Ethereum if you keep that mindset. Ethereum was made with the emphasis on allowing more dApps and applications and other influences, right? And other types of projects to be in the world as it is today. There's been many mistakes, just like it is with anything. Ain't nobody, listen, ain't nobody, have you ever learned how to drive a stick? You know what I'm saying? If you ever learn how to drive a stick, bro, it's not, if you drive automatic to stick, bro, it's not going to be an easy transition for you. You know what I'm saying? And there's going to be some mistakes. You're going to, go into the wrong, shift to the wrong gear every couple times. You ain't going to, you know what I'm saying? You got to get it. However, after you get it, then what? Now you created a lifetime asset for yourself. Now you can drive manual vehicles. That's important, right? With Pulsechain, the message from the top is extremely important. Richard Hart doesn't want to be behind the scenes. He doesn't want to be one of the guys just one of the team. He's not like our Stack Cash people. That's not what he's interested in. He's interested in himself and self-promotion first, right? Cool. However, even beyond that, bro, when you say the words like, I don't want y'all building over here, what you're saying is if you're a good developer, right, and you have a project that you're building, you're not welcomed over here, right? Richard Hart, he's held a lot of money with Hex. Let's be real about it. He's holding a lot of Hex. He's controlling that. You can't control a blockchain. And that's more dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's more dangerous to him because you can't control that. You can't control what I do with your blockchain. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really can't. And what you want to do? You know what I'm saying? You want to have a admin keys? I know you're gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? So you can't control it, bro. But he's gonna try to, and I just don't like that. But the one thing he does control is the amount of hexagons. And to me, nobody should be held, without standards or without, certain, levels that they need to achieve. It don't matter who you are, right? Oh, I donated, so they told me not to have expectations. You have to have expectations, bro. You have to. If that's the case, if we have no expectations, then nothing will really exist. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to have expectations of something. Not saying, and this is, let me break Ricky's words down because I'm gonna take it to the next step because a lot of people don't get exactly what he was saying with that. He's saying don't have expectations of a 10 to 20x or a specific amount of gains. You have to have expectations on a project in the software, bro. Like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what the hexagons don't quite always put together the right way. And I just don't think they're willing to hear anything else. You can't tell a PhD that they don't know nothing about whatever they study. You know what I'm saying? Like, not to say they don't know nothing about it, but they're not willing to learn more, right? They spent all this money, they spent this time in school, they made videos, recruited other people, right? Got them onto Hex and onto Pulsechain and all that other stuff, right? And then what? You know what I'm saying? And then what? Like, what does that mean for them? Richard Hart had referrals on the Transform lobby. Most people don't know that. Which means that he's just like all the rest of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we want to grow from building a community of people. Now that he's gotten a base of people who are drinking the Kool-Aid and just FOMO out at anything, bro. Richard Hart can do anything. He's going to get 1,000 likes. You know what I'm saying? And that's dangerous to anything. Now, it's not just over here. It's in the real world too. If Nicki Minaj, Jay-Z, Roger Federer, Ronaldo, any of them do anything, it's gonna get 1 million people that's gonna be fanboys and all that good stuff. However, that's unhealthy, especially in our space. There's too many people that are not here yet. Y'all know how many devs is in the real world that's not over here? It's a lot. It's a whole lot. We haven't even start to even breach at all what the possibility of this technology could be. We don't even know yet. You see what I'm saying? Can y'all imagine when they found the first laser? Y'all know how powerful a laser is? We're so primitive using gunpowder with guns. That's primitive. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all got y'all guns, but that's primitive. You know the easiest way to kill somebody? Blow a hole through them. You know what I'm saying? Like, organs ain't coming back through that. You know what I'm saying? Like, That's why Star Wars was so ahead of its time for what it was. Laser technology is way more dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all seen the good guys, the good boys with that dude with the eyes. He's the most dangerous person in the world. So anyway, y'all know how I get off on a tangent. But anyway, Pulsechain FOMO is here. I like this average block time. I was gonna go ahead and sign up live, but y'all ain't trying to see all that. If you got questions, I can show you how to get through it. But it's good to see these transactions going through. It's gonna be interesting to see who wants to build on it though, and it's gonna be interesting to see as a chain, what position it's gonna be in. People talk about, be a Binance Smart Chain and this and that, and a lot of it's just kind of biasness. It's just weird, you know what I'm saying? But it's biasness towards, where CZ's from and how CZ's done things. Him and Richard Hart are very. CZ just done it bigger than Richard Hart, if you want to be honest. You know what I'm saying? He just done it he's done what Richard Hart's done at a grander scale with people that's actually in the public. That's why it's catching more public eye. Binance Smart Chain is a phenomenal blockchain. If you really look at it, it's cheap and it's fast. Like, we don't need all the bell and whistle. Oh, well, you can bridge to it easy. It's dependable. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what I don't know, and it's got money already. Ethereum is not reliable. It don't matter. They haven't fixed nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just being real. It's not user friendly, bro. Pulsechain and other blockchains that come out will all be what? User friendly. They're not going to be expensive because we've already seen ETH, right? So making Pulsechain the end all be all, saying he don't want people building on it, meaning you don't want people learning whatever. I don't even know the programming language that he used for this. To me, that's just a little worrisome. And not just that, having a cult following. Let's talk about the following real quick. Because this is the thing. This is dangerous. And now, if I'm coming into DeFi, I don't think I want. I don't think I will want to be told about Hex, because I would have to think like certain people think. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I don't like. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like y'all all got to think the same. Like, can't nobody disagree with you, and if they do disagree with you, they're just wrong. Like, wait, what? So. Also, real quick before I move on, I'd like to separate Pulsechain from Hex. I've had Hex for a long time. I'm gonna have Hex for a long time. So I'm making money on it for transparency, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I ain't making money on it. Let me not say it like that. I'm getting more tokens because I staked for a long time initially. Just is what it is. That doesn't mean I'm making more money per se, right? A month ago, I hated Hex. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't gonna never go up. And I knew it was controlled. It had $1 million in liquidity. You know what I'm saying? Right now it's at 18 million in liquidity, whatever. 20 million, we're gonna look at that. But Pulsechain, I don't see how it's too much good that can come from something like Pulsechain. The problem is now we are focused. Most of us are focused on the money we already sacrificed. Is what it is. You can't be human if you're not thinking about the money you sacrificed. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not human. Don't worry about it unless you super rich, which is cool. But if you're not, even if you are rich, you still like, hold on, bro. Check on this money though. All right. Now let's talk really quickly about, because we have to separate Pulsechain and Hex. I told y'all I love Pulsechain. Hex, I'm not a fan of at all. Anyway, it's literally just a token that you can stake. His staking mechanism, right, is to burn your tokens and mint you more when your stake is over with, right? However, that's very common. That's very common. What's uncommon is liquidity pools not being provided for, not already having the money in them. This is the problem. This is the problem. You can show me a market cap of 11 billion, right? All market cap is the price versus times the total available supply. So that's how you get the high market cap like that, right? It's a lot of tokens that's staked, right? So that's how you get that high market cap. However, a rich guy looking at this is going to look at this and laugh. And Hexicans don't get why they would laugh. Oh, we're going to be rich. We're going to be rich. We're going to be rich. You're going to have a high price token. Yes. All tokens go high at some point. You know what I'm saying? Like that. But I got to see, the promotion behind how great it is usually the bark is bigger than the bite. I just said Cake right now has 200 and some million dollars sitting in liquidity right now. Ain't no blocks on that. The one thing the Hexicans directly told me is that I said, okay, so if I got it's USDC and Hex liquidity is 16 million, 15, 16 million. Say I got $16 million. I've been waiting. I got my stake ended, whatever. And I'm ready to sell my 16 million. Oh, you can't do it. You're gonna get feed to death, the slippage fees and all that. I'm like, oh, okay. So slippage is the point of this. What's stopping whales here? I need to now I know what's stopping whales in Hex. I need to clearly get that. I don't get what's stopping whales other than not adding liquidity. And who's adding the liquidity? These geniuses want to tell me, oh, well, anybody can add liquidity. Like, oh, okay. So you want to tell me some basic knowledge of the world. I know that anybody can add liquidity. It's like, don't insult me, bro. I get how to add liquidity. I get that. But where is the money for Hex? Where's the money? Like, who cares about all that stuff? It's in a hidden account with Richard Hart. Ain't no way people should feel comfortable talking about putting something in front of other people that one man like Richard Hart controls. He does. We'll see what happens after the Pulse launch because people are going to sell Hex on ETH, bro. It's going to happen. And now, I hope he get prepared. I hope he get prepared because if Hex on ETH fails, but Hex on Pulse works, what does that mean? I ain't gonna say fail, but if it doesn't do like people expect, it's weird. I can't sell it. People, and then you got to think too, as Hexagons got to understand this. Hex is not going to probably be the best bet on Pulsechain. PulseX is going to be better. It is, bro. It is. All the stuff they got working on with how to provide. Now you can provide liquidity with Hex and all that stuff. Cool. Go do that. You know what I'm saying? If you want to do that over there, but y'all ain't doing it over here for Hex. And then this is another thing Hexagons don't get. This is their numbers. This is just in the world. Oh, it's at 11 cents. It's at 11 cents. Cool. We can sell. I can sell my little $5. If I got $100, $1,000, cool. I can get my little money. I made my little gains. But that's not who gonna be eating the most. The people who care about this kind of price movement is people who got a lot of it. That's when they see the big gains. They see an extra 40, 50,000, 100,000. That's when it becomes a different thing, right? But either you relying on people to be nice and not sell and not care, or that's what it really is. You relying on people not saying nothing. Because I've been following Hedron and I've been looking at this Hedron price. Let's look at liquidity, right? Let's just look at the dollars. I don't want to hear about all the hope. It's hopium. You know what I'm saying? It is, bro. It's just hopium, bro. Like it is. It's good to hope. I don't want to take the hope from y'all. But look at Hedron. Hedron was at $1 million 48 hours ago in liquidity. I think 24 hours ago. It was at $1 million in liquidity. It's already been sold off 300,000 worth of Hedron, and it had to be whales, right? Who is going to replace this Hedron liquidity? Who in their right mind is going to replace this Hedron liquidity? Oh, it's based off the Hex stake and this and that. Forget the Hex stakes. Only 10% of Hex is staked. That you can't. Let me show you. You know what I'm saying? Like, because people don't understand that you can't keep talking staking. Staking is not what this project is about. This Hex is about the token. It ain't about no staking. Staking is a ploy to keep certain people locked up. It is. It is. Because Richard Hart, I almost be willing, this is my guess, I'm almost willing to bet he has way more than 10% of the Hex. Way more. With the OA and whatever other wallets he got. I know he do. He been buying it up. He got way more than 10% of the Hex. Why is he not staking? Why is he not staking? You know why? I'll tell y'all. Because ain't nobody gonna tell Hexagons this, and I'm a true Hexagon, so I like to tell the truth to people and let them know. The reason Richard Hart's not staking is because he don't want more Hex minted. When you stake, all you're doing is burning and minting more. He don't want more Hex stake minted. You know what I'm saying? He don't. He want more money in. You know what I'm saying? He needs y'all to buy it. That's why he's controlling the price, because he wants people to buy it going up. He know how stupid people are. Now, he is smarter than that because he know people are going to buy the all-time highs. That's how people are, right? But what's going to happen when people start selling this thing off? He got to add liquidity. That's not a real project. It's not. You can, it's not. It's not real because Richard Hart is, let's say because he don't even have to do that. Let's just say he's just being a nice guy. He's going to keep being a nice guy. He's going to keep doing it. What if people dumping Pulse and Pulse X? It's not going to happen. But what if they did? Then now Hex is in a position, people just want to dump it. Oh, we can't sell it. What's the word going to be by a couple ways? They're going to take but a few. Nah, bro. I can't sell this. You know what I'm saying? No. I can't sell this. Oh, wait. We got you. Don't fud us, guys. Don't fud us. Don't fud you? You sitting there lying about how this project worked. That's a lie. He's sitting there talking about this is not decentralization, bro. It's not. He never said, did he say anything about decentralization? I'm gonna go to hex.com because I have to see this. This is what I'm saying. You scratch a lie, you find what? He never admitted that. He never said this is decentralized. It's not. This is a bank. This is the bank of Richard Hart. He can sell as long as he allows you to sell. You want to go to the bank? You got $1 million in the bank? No, we're gonna let you get 20,000 a day. Come back tomorrow. We might let you get 50. That's what Richard Hart is doing. He is, but people don't care. You know what I'm saying? Nobody cares. Nobody knows. Nobody knows or care. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's okay. The price going up though. I was in. Okay, cool. Is being right now more valuable than being right long term? Let's get it right. That's why Stack Cash. I gotta talk Stack Cash too, y'all. That's why Stack Cash is important because we're getting it right. We don't have to act like things are right when they're not. Ugh. That's how relationships be messing up. You know what I'm saying? You act like a relationship good when it ain't. Baby, I love you. Baby, I love you. I love you. I love you. You out here talking to your side chick. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is, bro. No, this ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't care. People go, hey, I got Hex, so what? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know how much you make and I know all that. So what we doing? And that's anybody with Hex. Shout out to all the Hex influencers. I like them though. But the problem is most of them are kind of one track minded. And you know what I came in on was the same way. What am I? I'm tripping, y'all. My bad. Let me go to this staking. But what I came in on was BitConnect. BitConnect was the same way. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Hexagons don't. A lot of them were not in BitConnect. That's real old. I'm real old with this. But a lot of them don't understand that is to an outside untrained eye. It looks exactly like BitConnect, bro. He controls that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just it's different. It's talking ROIs. I ain't even trying to look at ROIs real quick. I don't even know if y'all watching, man. Shout out to y'all if y'all are. I told y'all my algorithm messed up. This DeFi crypto show with Muddy Mo. Hit that like. It's what we do. We just talk to the peoples. I was gonna talk about some other stuff, but I might run out of time. Y'all ain't trying to hear that today. I ain't trying to hit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't, people ain't trying to hit. I don't. I'll let it go. You know what I'm saying? Like, shoot, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll let it go easily. All right. Good luck. All right. Adoption, new holders per day. Now, again, let's talk because these are the stats that's good. Shout out to this. This is what I love about the Hex community, though, and the Pulsechain community. This is, let me be very specific, too. I'm not talking about individuals, only if they're closed minded. I'm talking directly to Richard Hart and what he's tricking people on. So the conversation might be above people's heads. If you just want it to work, if you just want your project to work, you are never, you'll think anything that is not this fanboying it is like FUD. And that's, you actually kind of cheating yourself. I'm talking to Richard Hart because he got y'all thinking he's smarter than y'all when he's not, and he's controlling Hex thoroughly. It's sad. It's sad. It's on the blockchain too, but it's sad. Oh, that's not me. That's not me. Right? Don't all criminals say that? You know what I'm saying? Don't all criminals say, oh, that's not me. We don't know whose that is. Who gun is that in the car? We don't know who that is. Kicked it on your homie seat. Hey. I don't know whose it is. That's what's gonna happen, bro. It is what it is. All right. New holders per day. This is telling. So over the last couple of days, you get new Hex holders every day, which is great. New unique addresses, I should say. 100, 200 a day, right? Is that going to be enough? Because now I'm looking at this. New Hex stakes. Let's talk new Hex stakes per day. It's, let's go through the last week. We got 27 this day, 36 new stakes, 57 new stakes, 53, 70 new stakes, all these new stakes, right? Now, maybe people, we got to understand right now, people think they're going to get that duplicate over there on Pulsechain. They think they slick. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to get that easy. That's a free something that's going to be done. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. They know that. So they, that could be influencing what's going on with Hex right now. So right now, anything that's happening is an aberration. It's not. It's just like right before the end of the Transform lobby, it was an aberration. Everybody was staked because it was beneficial to be staked. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's beneficial right now for people to get that extra amount of Hex and do what they do. Dump stuff. Hold on. Drink your H3O money. Woo-hoo. There it is. Now, the hex staker per day, let's say take the largest day. You got 73 unique addresses that's staking compared to 593 new unique addresses that's our hex holders. Hexagons have to understand something. They have to listen, right? Right now, it's almost fluff. The people y'all think is behind Hex. They're not really behind Hex. They want it to go up in price just like you. They want Pulsechain to come out just like you so they can do what? So they can dump it. People are not staking it. They don't believe. They don't believe. And that's the sucky part. You know what I'm saying? If that's the main sell, it's showing that people don't care about that. They care about money. So it's eventually gonna come to a head if the liquidity ain't there. Ricky, you better make sure the liquidity's there. When Pulse come out, I think that's when he don't want to. Now y'all know how muddy he is, but I know he lonely. I know how he think. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got nobody to bounce this stuff off of. He got to make sure enough money's in Hex. He got to make sure a lot of moving parts is working when Pulsechain comes out. It ain't just Pulse. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure the Pulsechain people get all the money and the liquidity go to the right places over there. Then he still got to come over and add liquidity to Hex so people just don't dump it and it dies. And then that's gonna be worse on the name. You see what I'm saying? Your name is your name. So it's like, once you start lying, you got to keep lying. That's what it's like. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got to keep doing what he's doing. You got to keep adding liquidity. But people don't care. I get it. You don't care until there's no liquidity there. You know what I'm saying? Like, then you're gonna care. Like, oh, wait a minute. My stake don't end for another year. Like, oh, oh, well, somebody might buy it back up. Somebody go, yeah. Somebody else was saying, like, oh yeah, man. People got all this USDC in their wallets. They just waiting on Hex. I can't wait, bro. It's gonna go to $1. If it goes to $1, I'm gonna make money with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't hating on that. Whatever. I've been around so long, bro. I deserve it, bro. I deserve it. You know what I mean? But the problem is the T-share rate is holding too much weight to a lot of these hexagons who don't realize that they're the only ones in the room staking. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. T-shirt price, cool. But ain't nobody waiting a year, bro. They about to get that quick pump and get on the body. You know what I'm saying? And then what's gonna happen with they sell? Richard Hart gonna buy it back up. That's what's happening, bro. Like, that's what would naturally happen. And just here, I'm gonna leave this alone after this, but this is just here, just the staking participation, for the max APY and all that good stuff. Yeah. So let's see, people who stake. So the max participants for time and days, 87%, and then it drops down. So anything over, what is that? What's that right there? Over a year is like 10%. So a lot of people don't believe long term in Hex. That's all I'm trying to say. So if you see that, you got to understand what you're seeing when you're seeing it, and you have to understand the pulse effect on Hex right now. It's not, to be real with you, it's in price discovery. It ain't in price discovery because he's adding liquidity, so he can manipulate the price. Anyway. All right, let me keep going. Y'all know I get my mind get to running. I got a couple things to say about the DeFi space, and I'm gonna keep it moving. Y'all been the real MVPs today. I appreciate all that. Go check out my other videos too, bro. Monday mornings. It ain't always in the morning, but it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all go watch it. Stack Cash, Stagnation. Shout out to Stack Cash. They know, like, they probably mad at me. Stagnation mad at me right now. I don't know why. They like, man, buddy, you ain't talking about Stack Cash. No. Listen, bro, I got Stack Cash content every day coming out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is, bro. Ain't no night or day I ain't doing Stack Cash or working on Stack Cash. You know that. But yeah, I just wanted to get this kind of, you know what I'm saying, talk about the space a little bit, you know. I'm versatile, bro. You know, algorithm don't like me though, but I'm versatile though. You know what I'm saying? You do different things over here. Let's look at that, look. Now, a lot of DeFi people mad. That's what it is. DeFi people mad at me. I'm gonna tell y'all why in a minute. Y'all ain't holding nothing back from y'all. Y'all my faves, bro. A lot of people, DeFi people mad. You know what I'm saying? Muddy specifically, and just a whole bunch of stuff. They're just mad. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen one of them ladies who just be mad? Like, dang, you ain't getting none of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you out here lonely. You ain't getting, you too mad, bro. You so mad all the time. You know, I have to check myself. Like, I'm a happy married man. But why am I so mad all the time, bro? These people, man, they ain't about to get me mad. All right. I'm gonna try to cherry pick projects to talk about. Hold on. Drink your H3O money. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. there it is. There it is. All right. I don't think Rosa. Oh, she trying to do something. Okay. Let me see what y'all talking about in that chat, man. Y'all, are y'all talking to me or no? Is it just me or no? What we doing? What we doing? Let me see. Let me go back. Dang. Okay, yeah. Shout out Crypto One. He say, oh, I didn't know that Terminator was about the Matrix. Yeah, me neither, Crypto One. That's crazy. You know, I'm a weird. I like little weird stuff like that. That's something else. Okay, say Ricky said that even if he has a mental problem, at least he's gonna make everyone rich. You know what, Crypto One? If he make us rich, I'm happy with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, make me rich, bro. I'm cool. I deserve it, bro. I deserve it. I've been through a lot with this dude. You know what I'm saying? I deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Probably deal with some narcissistic traits for sure. Yeah, he's very narcissistic. In my opinion, he's a narcissistic dude. But you know, my thing is separating who I'm talking about. You know, I ain't. I can't be mad at influencers because it ain't really nothing else to talk about until that cash come. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't too much else. So I get it. I mean, you got some other projects. Oh, this and this and this. It's just, you know, everything's speculative. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, you know, in my mind, um, you know, I just don't like how he leads people. Let me just keep it clean. There's nothing wrong with the people. It's about freedom and making gains. It's the little things and the details. Facts. Ricky, and I agree with you on that. He has to do the little stuff, man. It's the little things that make you who you are. Crypto Wonder said he can't stop anyone from building on Pulsechain. Yeah, he can't. And that's a good thing about. That's what I like about Pulsechain. But that's what scares me about Hex, that he can stop people. You know what I'm saying? He can't stop Pulsechain. He's taking all day because I think, in my opinion, he's trying to find ways to, you know what I'm saying, slow people from doing what they want to do over there. I get it, but Cookie, Cookies and Crypto. What up, Cookies? Shout out, bro. Tina, how you feeling? That's one of my faves. Woo, board member. Shout out Stagnation. Tina say, OMG. Just got to check my phone. I saw a live show. Had to listen for a couple minutes. Hit that. Y'all better listen to Tina. Hit that like. Till you been sick. Man, I hope you get better, Tina. You know, I don't like, take care of yourself. Let us know if you need us. We're here for you. You know what I'm saying? That's what DeFi is about, being here for people for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't want to get behind each other on no phoniness, bro. Shout out Stack Cash. I'm going to add something to it, Tina. Stack Cash. Stagnation. Hit that like. Money Crypto Movement. Bing! Stack that up. Ooh, I did it all. I did it. Shout out, Tina. Feel better. Feel better, Tina. And we feel it when you ain't there either. Tina is the spirit in the room for us. We need her. You know what I'm saying? Get better. All right. Project I like the most right now, and this look like LMS all the way. It's ARC-V. ARC-V, and matter of fact, I might be able to show y'all ARC-V. ARC-V is doing good. It's doing really good. But I have a problem with it. Ooh. Y'all know I just find these things. I hate seeing them, but when I see them, I see them. I study this stuff, right? ARC-V is going to run into a major issue. Their major issue is that people aren't incentivized to put new funds in often. They're incentivized to play the system, which doesn't help. You know what I'm saying? Like, not only I don't like the NFTs either, but playing the system, you know, always beats the system from what we've seen, especially with CD contracts, right? Oh, you can compound this much a day. Oh, if you pay more, you can compound more. Compounding more is adding more hyper compounding, which is adding more debt into the space, onto the project, right? Liquidity here has went down, I believe. They were over 1 million. So liquidity is not the same, I believe. So people are going to do what they do with CD contracts. This is why Stack Cash is coming. And Stack Cash is selling NTTs right now, because you'll be impervious to these major liquidity issues. The problem with CD contracts is locked liquidity. They don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they really don't do it. They really get paid off people believing and continuing to use it. And not just that, you know, it's also based off of, you know, having decent whales. We'll talk about drip in just a moment, but having decent whales who want to see the projects stay around, and they got to show that through their wallets, they pockets. You know what I'm saying? But liquidity here is just under 1 million, and it don't show that on Deck Screener, I don't believe. I think it shows a much different price on Deck Screener. But you know, it is what it is. ARC-V is really good for a CD contract, though. It's probably gonna have more longevity. However, you know, you got to look at the CD contracts that's still around. It's been around the longest. What they've had to do to keep it afloat is none less than many miracles, many of them. You know what I'm saying? And it's still not where everybody wants it to be, if that makes sense. So I think it's an uphill battle here. I don't like that people, it don't feel like new people are believing in just a CD contract anymore. I think it's working for them, and if you're in DeFi, you're in this, it's working for you. Shout out to everybody on Team Muddy here. You know what I'm saying? I still airdrop my peoples, y'all know, and I don't get nothing. Y'all say I'm gonna referral rewards. Um, but ArcFi is paying out consistently, though, and that's the key right now. I would say that the price is holding stable and all that good stuff. Um, but and working with Stack Cash and the board and the committee, and working with the group of people to get a project software off the ground and flourishing, right, and get people to want to be a part of it. You have to think about all the different factors of what other people are thinking of. It just has a bad rep. And once you in ArcFi doing just what Stack Cash is going to be doing, they did just what Stack Cash is going to do. You have to fight, people's mindsets about your project and fight what they think they know about your project, right? A lot of people don't know that they have a whale that's in this vault as well. You got to read the fine print. They got a whale here. They don't publicize it, and I don't think they're using it correctly. They're paying, they got devs and stuff. I get it, you know what I'm saying? But the way that they do things is not, I don't necessarily agree with, but I do agree with them being sustainable and trying different things. But it's only so long it can last, when the big money come in and they, take advantage of the 18% that they can compound times everybody else, and it just doesn't bode well. And then your daily rewards go down and all that stuff. It's just, all these contracts are going to be around for a long time, but the main thing is, what does that mean for you? Are you going to even ROI? If you ROI, cool. Are you going to make money from it? So shout out to ArcFi, though. It's the best thing that's in DeFi until Stack Cash is out. Seriously. Shout out to them for that. We have a CD contract in Stack Cash. It's not public. We haven't talked about it publicly. But people pretty much get the gist of it. But it's this contract, right? But it's like times 10. Like with how it's going to help you. You ain't got to, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to. All right. Let me chill. But basically, sustainability is key in all CD contracts. That's the only thing, and they don't add lock liquidity. Where Stack Cash will be adding lock liquidity to help this vault kind of breathe a little bit. When people see the money start going negative, they get negative and they get to selling. And once the selling starts, trust me, it does not stop. Another issue, real quick, with ArcFi is that this incentivizes me to sell every day, which I love that. Definitely get some money, Mo. We like that, don't we, Stack Cash? We like that. You can get some money every day, bro. Also, you can plan for the long term too. This doesn't let you plan for the long term, though. Everything's like, get your half today, you compound half. And then at a certain point, you don't even feel your compounds. Like, I'll make a little bit, but cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right. And it's just a lot of blocks and all that good stuff. It's wondering, like, is it a maze to make the bread back? You know what I'm saying? Like, we talked about utility with Stack Cash, and I'm like, hey, there's like, what's the utility? Well, the utility is that the protocols and the treasuries basically, pay for other things in the ecosystem. Well, just imagine if this the Stack Cash ecosystem broken down on one type of contract. That's what ArcFi and previous projects are. You see what I'm saying? They're just one type of contract. Now, some other contracts have kind of split into added more contracts on top of it. And it is what it is. They had to do what they had to do, I suppose. But this community here, like, it's weird, man. Will make you laugh, make you cry. Like, I'm gonna be real. Y'all know I don't lie to y'all. Like, somebody over here hates anything that's not elephant. Like, and not just that. Oh, well, you're doing what we're doing, bro. Y'all got reflect tokens. Let me say this. They got reflect tokens, right? What else they got? They got, it's not staking no more. He took the staking away. I get that. You know what I'm saying? We got reflect tokens. You got treasuries. How many projects got reflect tokens and treasuries? Like, what y'all did original again? I'm gonna show you. Hold on. Even with futures, all this is a CD contract. Futures. We'll talk about that in a second. But let's go to the original Stampede. Let's go to original, because they hate on anything else, and I don't have no vitriol towards these people. To be honest, I want to help these people make some money. People are upset because they're not making money, right? Or they put their money here, and now they think that you're gonna hurt their money, bro. It's been months. You know what I'm saying? Like we've been working on Stack Cash for months. Ain't nobody ran to put no money in this contract, bro. That's not my fault. You know what I'm saying? It's weird, but y'all can. I appreciate y'all. I'd rather you just leave now. Like they rather stay subscribed and dislike. Oh, I'm gonna, and then some of them unsub every time you. Oh well, it's gonna hurt my project. That's the problem with the DeFi space, bro. Y'all too concerned about the next guy. Y'all need to be concerned about getting people into this. You know what I'm saying? Like to get at least try to recruit. If you want to be honest about it, I'm being nice with everybody, so there's no point to really, focus on them like that. But that's just kind of like cheap, and it is really what it comes from. It comes from like leadership, bro. People are complaining about that Telegram, and they're like, bro, I don't want to just FOMO every day, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to talk about something, but it just trickles down. And you see, you got 30 people selling, 100 people selling trunk every day. Like, what are we doing? But anyway, all these contracts have existed. Um, so nothing that I've seen is, and we have to use the words correctly. It don't matter what kind of contract it is. Some people might say Furio is a clone of Drip, and Drip is a clone of whatever. No, it's not. It's not a clone. A clone is an exact model of it. Y'all know what a clone is? You know what I'm saying? Like, how you can be a clone with a different height, different size, different weight, different eyes, different like what? Like, no, it's not a clone at all. But it's just people get so, and I get that you get so uptight about, especially if you've lost, you get so uptight about that. Some people haven't made gains. Now, what makes different? Now, I talk about all projects in DeFi. I'm okay with it, right? Stack Cash it. We're strong within our own right. So we welcome people. We welcome anybody in any project. You're not blocked off from this, and you can't talk in our chat because you love this and that. Nah, bro, come on over. You know what I'm saying? But the main thing here is that it's an internal thing. They have to build internally, right? The great thing about Elephant is the lock liquidity. That's the best thing about this project by far is the lock liquidity. Right now, I think it's like 40 something. It got to be more than 40 something million locked up. And the problem is, though, nobody's making money with that locked up. Oh, now some people making money off Elephant, cool, but that's trading. That's not necessarily. And when you got a 20% fee, you got to worry about. Um, Trunk hasn't done that. You know what I'm saying? Like it hasn't. And it's hard to make. It's hard to make any kind of project, but it's hard to make a stable coin work. I get that, right? I do get that. But the amount of, oh, this is gonna make the world better. This is gonna change it. This is gonna change it. The amount of that and the amount of, just changes of speed. People can't keep up with that. I had people complaining to me. Now, this is the thing. I used to promote this project, right? And I had people. You know how I am. I tell them about Stack Cash, of course, but I'm gonna help you too because you rock with me, and so I rock with you. Was like, hey man, bro, I lost all my elephant, bro. Y'all scam me, bro. You a scammer, bro. I'm like, wait a minute. So now you see, they're saying that I was a scammer because I promoted elephant money. How does that work for me? You know what I'm saying? Like, how does that work for me? You got to think. My channel to a certain degree was built, with a lot of that crowd. So how does that work for me? You see what I'm saying? But I had to explain to him because it wasn't easy for him to find information on what's going on, right? It's like everything is like, 10 to 15 guys who, think it's genius and just put all this, let me do the math and the work on it. And they got all this math and all this stuff. And it still comes down to one thing: the people don't matter, bro. A mathematician ain't never been a good salesman. Ooh, that was deep. Engineers are not good salesmen. They're not. You know what I'm saying? You know who good salesmen are? Salesmen. people that understand people, So shout out to this project. I'm heavily in this project, so I do want it to be successful. However, this has nothing to do with Stack Cash. And that we're actually not even close to that. So we're really not even really close to this project, especially what we're doing on the team building side and our treasuries and Stack. It's just a completely different project. So just respect is only given when respect is only due once it's given. So I give respect. The lock liquidity here is impressive, but what I do not like is people in the space that's kind of short-sighted, like, oh well, you're against this, and yeah, no, I'm against not making money. I'm against you not making money. If you want to be mad at me for that, then I'll take that on the chin. But I don't like when people feel like they can make money somewhere and they don't. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't. I really don't. And now Stack Cash, we ain't gonna be perfect. We're gonna try to appease the people at all costs. Customer service is A1. You know what I'm saying? Like it just is what it is. All right. Now I heard shout out to Drip and them too. Because I ain't gonna lie. Even though I don't agree at all with how this was done, and I don't, you know, I don't think that everything is fair, but if people are okay with it, you got to be okay with it. That's what I've learned. You know what I'm saying? Like if everybody rocking with it, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You got to find a way to rock with it. It just is what it is. I've been in this thing, since I had 10 of these a long time ago. And it just is what it is. They find a way to, they pumping that price. They got other things they're trying to do. They have a strong community, a strong base of community, right? And they've over time have gained a lot of funds around the space as a group collectively. So they really kind of control DeFi. However, I do wish this team, I mean, not just this team, but everybody involved in this project, I just wish they thought more than just games though. For a financial something, it's led just like Richard Hart. People know that this is kind of controlled. The next step is do they care? If they don't care, that's what we talking about then. Whatever. I've made more money in Drip than any other DeFi project recently that I've made other than Hex. So it just is what it is. Shout out to them for getting the price up. People can be in other stuff too. They in other projects as well. The problem is it's territorial. Like, oh, we're a CD contract. Anybody who's a CD contract is trying to copy us, and that's not true. You know what I'm saying? That's not true at all. And there's a lot of projects that feel like that. So just something about the DeFi space that can be touched up. Listen. Two more, I'm gonna let y'all go. Furio has another issue going on with it. It has the issue of people not being the same day to day, of being basically not holding up to what they said they were going to do, right? Oh, we're doing the trading, we're doing this, we're doing that. But if you look at the trading right here, fair price is down to just under 9 cents. That's really crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like this thing was, definitely $4 to $5 at least if you got it early. If you got early, maybe $1. But to be at 8 cents, it's like, what's left here to fight for? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we fighting for now? Like, and if I look at this other project real quick, now the problem is the Furio has a good group of people. Let me go back to Furio because shout out to all I forget what they call the max leaders or whatever the team leaders are. Shout out to them. Shout out to y'all. Y'all are real MVPs. Come check out Stack Cash. If y'all like the team building in Furio, yeah, you're gonna love Stack Cash. Don't let this be y'all end all be y'all. And I think that's going back to even Elephant Money and Drip, all those Animal Farm, whatever, right? Don't let that be your end all be all. Let that be, to be honest, a springboard. If it's your favorite project, if you're your favorite project, let that be a springboard, right? So you to have a DeFi career, right? All of us can get a DeFi job. Most of us can't get a DeFi career because we're not thinking that way. Just like we're over there in Hex, Hex. All this with Hex, you missing all this other stuff, right? And that's not a reason to do that. It's all really one community, and I'm cool at turning the other cheek. You know what I'm saying? I'm a humble dude. You know what I'm saying? When you manage people, grown people, bro, you learn to, you know what I'm saying? You learn how they are, what works and what doesn't work. You learn how emotional some people are, bro. It just is what it is. But yeah, so let me go to Piston Race. So Piston Race got I think it's $36,000. This is done. This is over with. And they have guys on this team and Piston team will be really good with Stack Cash. You see what I'm saying? These people don't just go to the wayside because they love this contract. You shouldn't be held to a standard of, oh, you have to love us and you have to love nothing else. That stuff would have I'm a debt vet, bro. I've been here 6 years, bro. I would have been out of DeFi if I would have picked one. Just think about it. I was in BitConnect. I was in P3D. I was in Tron Chain. I was in all kind of bankroll contracts. I was in all this other stuff, bro. If I had that mindset, oh, forget Hex, bro. I got Tron. You know what I'm saying? If I had that mindset, I personally wouldn't be there. Now, I don't know how to just stick with like, oh, well, this is my thing and I'm sticking with it. Like, I'm not like that, bro. I like a buffet. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me the options. I want peanuts, chocolate, sprinkles, all that on my ice cream. I don't just want regular ice cream with fudge. No, I want whatever I want. You know what I'm saying? Take me to Maggie Moo's or something. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and make I want all of those options. You know, the Piston community that was behind it, the people that was in this project, they put a lot of work in. They deserve to be a part of something. Y'all come holler at Stack Cash, bro. It's okay. It's okay. I'm humble. I'm humble about that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna be real, this is just an early iteration of this technology. If you look at all of them, like Drip, Elephant, Furio, shout out, some of these are first movers. ArcFi, some of these are first movers for real. That's something to be applauded, right? The problem is if everybody didn't make money, then it loses all of its steam, right? It's only like, oh, well, 99% of the time go right, but if that 1% go wrong, we're gonna think about that. No, you don't have to be lost in DeFi. It's just a different mindset, right? You have to approach it, the way it needs to be approached, freely. Like, okay, you know what? Let me slide on over here and see what this is talking about. At least get an understanding of it. So don't cut yourself off from understanding. But Furio, I think I like $36,000. This is, in DeFi for a CD contract, these never really die. But as far as money, how they gonna get money coming in? It's 36,000. It's pretty much over. So we welcome all these good people to where I'm gonna let y'all go. We welcome them to where Stack Cash. Listen, I can talk to I'm blue in the face, but y'all ain't listen. If you ain't listening, you ain't listening. We got a YouTube channel, Telegram, Discord, Twitter, all these different things. Also, right now we got the H-Boy NTT. Right, go check out my videos. I got short videos on Stack Cash. You know what I'm saying? We do Stack Cash, but look at the stuff we got coming, bro. It's just crazy, The main thing is we got everything here is with the user in mind. We don't care about what's going on the other side of the world. Cool, great for them. Great for them. If they don't want to look at an opportunity, that sucks for them. The way this gamma squeeze is going to work, listen to me. The way this gamma squeeze is going to work, it's going to be hard to find Stack at a certain point. It is. That's why the H-Port NTT is very important. You know why? Because it makes sure that you're earning Stack and cash from the protocol. That's just different, bro. It is. You can't make money off of no other protocol. Not directly like that from the protocol rewards, if that makes sense. You can't. And that's just something that makes us significant. Not only just that, we're willing to be adaptable and to change. Yes, immutability is great in some parts of DeFi and crypto. Cool. Parts of our project is certainly going to be immutable. No question about it. However, you still have to make yourself available, right? For the people's sake, for better technological opportunities. Oh, that's my interview voice. Snack that. No. Stack that up. Oh, stack that up. Oh, that interview voice. Y'all like that, don't you? But you do have to make yourself available to these things. The H-Board NTT allows you to not only just have voting chances, right? But to permanently, because H-Board NTT, once the stack launch happens, and this is shout out to y'all, man, if y'all still rocking with me. This is the DeFi Crypto Show with Money Mo. Hit that like. But once the stack launch happens, the H-Board NTTs are only triggerable. So that means based on how much you have, it can be triggered. That's it. After that, you won't be able to access it. And that's why I want y'all to be able to access it without being super whales. Come on in right now and get the H-Board NTT. All the instructions are here. You have an option of receiving up to 200% or 250% of your deposit back just because of how this NTT works. And all the NTT is an NFT without all the bad stigma. You know what I'm saying? It sticks to your wallet. You know what I'm saying? Like, once you get it, you got it. There's no I can sell it tomorrow. No. You're actually buying into the protocol treasuries when you purchase an H-Board NTT or a board NTT, which we have a board treasury. we ain't going into all that today, but that's what this is. And now is the time for that. If you're looking for opportunities, right? Some of y'all about to get some, hopefully if Pulsechain come out, y'all might get some Pulsechain bread. Y'all might have Hex. Y'all might have whatever. Y'all might have other DeFi projects. You're interested in that next thing. Stack Cash is the next thing. It's here, right? I remember when ArcFi was coming out, and at the time I was like heavy on like I think it was Elephant, and I was still on like other stuff, Furio, whatever. And I feel like, man, ArcFi getting a bad rap. Like, oh, that's not gonna work. CD contracts don't work. And look at them now, right? They're out here pushing. They're still working. Shout out to them. It only this space only works for everybody when a few people make sacrifices, right? But it's even bigger when those few people that's making the sacrifices are not making all the gains. And that's what's special about Stack Cash. This is for DeFi users, by DeFi users, the best that it can be. It just is, all the things that y'all like in DeFi, all the things y'all, y'all like longevity, right? Y'all like store value tokens that can go up like Bitcoin. You can hold and you can make more. That's here. That's with Stack Cash. All right, y'all. Y'all know listen, I just had to do that. One more thing. See, while we here talking. Because my thing is if you don't know about the opportunity, that's on me. We got to make sure y'all hear about it. However, if you hear about it and you, I can't do it, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their own story. Cool. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, just know that you were offered that opportunity. And most of these other platforms, even Pulsechain is not offering you opportunity to be a part of it. You can buy some of it, you know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean you're a part of it. Because y'all get the difference. I didn't mean to do that. Hold on. Let me show y'all this light paper real quick. And y'all go check out the Stack Cash. I'm telling you, to me, it's worth at least looking into it. I'm just being humble as I can be and being honest about it. It's worth looking into it because you might find something that even makes your project better, right? Why not say, hey, hold on. The way Stack Cash got that, them treasuries, let me think about that. Now, the problem here, too, let me say this. People are so concerned about, oh, they're going to steal my idea. They're going to do it better. They're going to do this. They're going to do this. They're going to do this. Yes, that can happen. And that is some cause for concern, right? But when you're confident in what you got, when you're confident in the group of people and the way you've approached the project, it is not the same kind of fear, right? Fear comes from those who have a weakness, right? If you're scared all the time, if you're living in fear, your project is going to exude that. And some of these projects, half of the moves that they've made are based off of fear. They're not based off anything but fear, right? Oh, well, they're going to do this. I got to hurry up. I got to. Once you on somebody else's time frame, right? They live in rent free in your head. You can't, it's hard to shake it, so. But the people deserve to know about Stack Cash. If you deserve to hear about Hex, they have so much of a following, which is so great for them. We want Stack Cash to get there too. If you heard about all these other tokens, right? Oh, Arbitrum, oh, Shiba, oh, this, oh, that. You heard about all this stuff that really don't let you be a part of it, right? That really don't let you earn really in multiple ways at all. It's just basically, everybody wants to be a trader, right? We're going to sell it when it gets high. If that's the game plan, I think it's worth giving Stack Cash a look. It's just so many different specifics in here that's just going to help with the DeFi space. So 2-token system, Stack the native reflection. No, I'm sorry. Yes, with native reflection store value token. Then we got Cash, the native. I don't like saying stable coin no more. We have to stagnation. We might have to get a new word. You know what I'm saying? But whatever it is, it's going to be around a buck, around that. It don't have to be perfect, preferably above. But the main thing is just showing here how to participate. Everybody in Stack Cash has to join a team, and everybody has to get paid from team treasury. So you don't have an exception on that. It don't matter what team you pick. You can pick whatever team you want to be a part of, but you have to be a part of that team treasury, and you have to get those gains. We're not allowing you. Have y'all ever had that family member that don't let you not take a gift? I got, muddy kids, what I'm saying? It's a certain level of clothes that, me and Miss Muddy keep our kids in, right? If you come to a party, bro, we say no gifts, bro. Don't come in here with no Walmart clothes. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I can't stand. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. But even still, with some of them who get the Walmart clothes, we'll let them play outside and maybe wear it to bed, whatever. We still accept it. You see what I'm saying? You still accept it. So is what it is what it is. But I'm just impressed, and I think y'all will be too with Stack, bro. And I'm just becoming as humbly as I can because it's, you know, I don't lie on this mic. And if I say something that's wrong, I try to correct myself. I don't like people that do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be straight up with people, you know? And that's pretty much all of Stack Cash, man. We're so transparent. Everything's multi-sig, you know, everything is, you know, it's just it's just very transparent. Let me get through this real quick. So the Stack token, you know, those who like staking, if you love staking, right? If you love like putting your money up where you can hold it, you know, the question you got to ask is, do you trust yourself? If you trust yourself not to spend, if you trust yourself, you know, to hold something without spending it, right? You can hold Stack in your wallet, and no matter who you are, as long as you're on a team in Stack Cash, you're going to receive reflections whenever. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do nothing else. If people want to just hold Stack and wait on price, cool. They can do that too. However, it's so many more things into the Stack Cash ecosystem, especially if you get to talking about this cash token. We ain't even got the white paper piece out on this yet, but this is just phenomenal. And this portion here on what's going on with the cash token is bigger than, you know, a lot of people need to connect something. Oh, this is like this, is like this. You know, if you're really honest about it, you know, sweepstack is a pool. CBC is a type of pool. Cash box is a type of CD contract. This is not cash staking anymore. It's cache. Ooh, shout out to the board with the boats. It's called cache. All this stuff has existed in other projects, multiple other projects, right? What we've done is put it together here, right? And it's going to be able to sustain itself at a certain point. Stack is running the yard, right? Stack is going to pay for it up front. It's like daddy. Stack is the daddy. It's going to pay for cash until you're able to pay for it yourself. You know what I'm saying? Then you own your own. So the cash token is made to become self-sustainable in multiple ways. If you're not familiar with it, you're going to assume that you know how this works, and you don't. This thing is going to become self-sustainable. And once the cash token becomes self-sustainable, it's going to be hard for the Stack token not to go absolutely outrageously viral. It's going to be hard for it not to, you know? So, you know, many things that involve you getting gains daily and bi-weekly on your team treasuries. And also you can get, if you want to hold Stack, you can hold it for as long as you want. You know what I'm saying? Imagine that you know, put a time in to hold it, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You just hold it for every long you want. It's no stipulations. You don't get penalized for selling your tokens. And that's the thing. It's so many extra rewards in Stack Cash is you don't have to sell your tokens to make more, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can stake yourself. You know, other projects will sell you on, oh, we'll hold it for this long. Everything want to hold your money for you. No, you hold your own, and, you know, come be a part of this ecosystem that is cutting edge with new tokenomics. Tell y'all know I talk all day about Stack Cash, man. Let me see what y'all talking about. I'm gonna get on up out of here. Let me see what y'all talking about. I'm gonna get on up out of here. Y'all check me on the link tree. Also, the DeFi Crypto Show with Money Mo. Hit that like. Hit the like. Do it. Okay, Tina says she out there. Okay, appreciate you, Tina. Cookie said, what's your thoughts on ICP? Down 99.2%. ICP. Oh. What you got going on? Let me see what you got going on. Blah. I'm gonna call market cap. Let me see. I should have went to call market cap, shouldn't I? Yeah, let me do the right thing. I got you, cookies. Coin. Can't spell too good. Oh, I can't spell too good. Hold on. Y'all like humble muddy? What y'all like? Y'all like the humble muddy? Y'all like the lit muddy? Some of y'all like muddy just mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. Some of y'all like muddy going off on people. I think you're talking about internet muddy, cookies. Let me know, bro, if I'm looking up the right thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? So much new stuff, bro. And then I'm working on Stack Cash so much, my head down in Rosa. You know what I'm saying? Not inappropriately. You know what I'm saying? All right. Let me see. Also, some people try to act like they know. I don't know what everything is. And then I better forget too. Like, oh, I looked at that. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me see. Let me see. It might be a little gym. That's something I need to be looking at. Dang, Shiba Bone up 84%. Shiba Bone. Y'all want some of that? Oh yeah, internet computer money. Let me see what I remember about it. I'm not surprised with any crypto being down 99% from its all-time high, if that's what it is. Now this would be a good way to give me a look at something. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll look anything up. Plenty on the watch list. Market cap is 1.5 billion. That's good. That's good. Volume about 30 million a day. That's good. That's good. Circulating supplies. Okay, it's 298 million, excuse me, of them. That's good. That's good. Let's see what happened with it. Talk to me, cookies. Let me know, bro. Y'all know this is DeFi crypto, so it's for the people, for real. You know, I talk, I run my mouth and all that stuff, but it's still for the people, bro. It's still for the people. And I ain't finna do nothing but go work on Stack Cash. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's up. Y'all know that. You don't have to work on Stack Cash, bro. I'm trying to see that liquidity, though. I'm trying to see what's going on. You said it's down. How much? This ain't the right ICP. What ICP you talking about? Cookies. This doing good. Looking good so far. Now, I'm not a chart guy, a trading guy, but I do like to see what's going on. I don't like to buy high, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's just, one thing I see they talking about footers over here. It's just so much FUD in the space, bro. It's easier to hate something. You know what I'm saying? It's easier to hate. No, I'm sorry. Let me say it right. It's easier to smile. Smile, smile me. Okay, let's go to let's see what the all-time high internet computer money. I remember it's coming out now, cookies. Now it's coming back to me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. When you see this straight line, it's like, if you're a trader, sometimes like, man, I bought it. I bought it. I don't know about that. Let me see more. And also, thank you, cookies, because I don't think about ICP as nothing like that often. But if I can look up stuff live, like y'all can do it too. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it's made. All right. Yeah, down 99. What is it? Somehow what 428? What is that? 420? Whatever. Yeah, it's down a whole bunch and it hasn't moved for years at this point. So this time last year, it's about the same price it was this time last year. My main thing is what it has behind it and what's the community. The community is the most important thing. And it don't matter what the project entails, right? If the community is strong behind it, it'll make trash look good. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why we've gotten messed up sometimes in DeFi because trash like BitConnect looked really good. You know what I'm saying? Like when it was out, it looked great. And I'm gonna read up on ICP. I remember the internet computer money. You know what I'm saying? Give me some of that internet computer magic money. You know what I mean? But yeah, so shout out to that. Yeah, it's down a lot. It's up a little bit. I don't really do token buys and sells. I don't talk about it or trading it like that. But anything like this it's a belief thing, and it's probably hit a floor. You know what I'm saying? I would assume that I would hope this is the floor. But I do like the circulating supply and how it matches up. I don't see how much liquidity they have. Let me see that real quick. Let me see what the markets looking like. See how much money they got. Let me hear and they check them pockets. You know what I'm saying? Let me rock them pockets real quick, live. Shout out to y'all, man. Man, please make sure I hit that like, bro. The algorithm been hating on me, bro. Ever since I ain't talk about, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They be trying to hate on me, bro. It's all good, though. It's all good, bro. And I had to recreate myself in this space about 17 times. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's what it is. All right. Shout out to you, cookies. Okay, volume, good volume. I'm trying to see how much liquidity they got, bro. If I had to guess based on the volume, I don't know how to see all the other stuff, and y'all smarter than me. But based on the volume, they got plenty of money here. So it's on Coinbase. I don't know how that's gonna work. Y'all know Coinbase had a little situation with the SEC. See, I can just talk all day, but the SEC's coming after them. You know what I'm saying, for anything that's stakeable and all that stuff. So I would be very cognizant of that. Because anything on Coinbase exchanges is gonna probably get a little hit pretty soon. People gonna be selling that thing off, trying to get their money up out of Coinbase, and Coinbase ain't gonna have it. They ain't gonna block y'all off. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna let y'all get y'all money. You know what I'm saying? Coinbase don't like people. You know what I'm saying? Like they ain't finna let y'all get none of that. Oh man, my bad, y'all. See, I do this every time. Y'all sit here looking at the same screen. I've been looking at the screen the whole time. My bad, cookies. My bad. Okay. Yeah, cookies. Okay. I could talk about this, cookies. My bad. I had the wrong screen. I was looking at ICP the whole time. I'll just be, I mean, players mess up. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I'm glad you said that, Cookie. So Stack Cash, we're just a new DeFi project, community banking DAO, man. Everything is transparent. Everything is voted on from top down. Notice it's ran from a board and a committee. There's no leader or anything like that. But the main thing, yeah, it's a pre-sale spot for 10K. We've gotten some people, already jumped on top of that. So yeah, so it's brand new, man. Come check it out. Should have the link tree in the description. But yeah, check that cash out, bro. Go add us on Twitter and all that good stuff, man. Appreciate you. You a vet too, so you know something good when you see it. Cookies, Coach. Yeah, check us out. Yeah, 10K for a pre-sale, and that's the minimum. You can do more, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's minimum 10K for the pre-sale spot. Now, let me explain it a little bit better. When you say pre-sale spot, you have to really approach that cash like it's a completely different type of project. So we got 3 phases. The phase 1 is the seed phase. The HBOY NTT holders are the only ones that whose NTT pays them up to 250% of whatever they spend, right? After that, nobody else gets paid off of buying their NTTs. It's still a pre-sale, but this phase 2 is the team leader building. So you build your teams essentially, which is going to be really important to build a team early because you're going to get gains from launch, and y'all gonna want to be early. Trust me. But there's a phase 2, which is the NTT sale, which sells our board NTT and our committee NTT, which basically pays you gains forever. The board NTT obviously going to be a little bit better. So come check that out. Appreciate the questions, bro, because that made me, every time I talk about it, I get better talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay. You saying, yeah, you seen it as the top 100 coin. Yes, I think it's number 42, Cookies. But yeah, like, seeing it down 99%, yeah, that's crazy. And if it goes back to all-time high, if you bought right now, you're gonna be looking good. But to me, though, it's all about the specifics on how it's evolved over time. In DeFi, it's like it's a gift and a curse to be old. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a gift and a curse. Old is really good because you're experienced and you know what you're talking about for the most part, but you can't be old in the fact that you just, like, well, I got my one rocket chair. I ain't never get another chair my whole life. You can't be like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's an easy way to put yourself behind in crypto. All right, y'all the real MVPs. This has been episode 3 of the DeFi Crypto Show with Muddy Mo. It feels good to be back. I got to get y'all more Stack Cash information, man. Go check out the Muddy Mo page. Go check out the Stack Cash. Shout out to Stack Nation. Shout out to the Money Crypto Movement. Who else? Shout out to everybody. Everybody who pulled up today. Cookies, Tina, Ben, Crypto Wonder. Everybody who pulled up, bro. I'm getting back to the old money. You know what I'm saying? The money that felt good before all this mess. You know what I'm saying? Look, when the bull market come, listen, y'all gonna see a smiling money every day, and Stack Cash gonna be here, and y'all all gonna be smiling in money. You was right, bro. You was right. You know what I'm saying? That's all I ask. But today we talked about, does the CBDC make pro-crypto Americans Republicans? If you pro-crypto, does that mean you're a Republican now? I don't know. Do you like Teddy Cruz? I don't know. Also, we talked about the Pulsechain Tesnet FOMO. Big fan of Pulsechain and what it can do as a blockchain. I think it's going to help the space. However, I'm not a big fan of Hex and how that's ran. All right, this is episode 3, man. Y'all get on up out of here, man. Do something productive. All right, y'all want to hear more? Stay tuned. Peace.